welcome you to Marion Stadium here in Marion, Iowa, as tonight we get ready for Friday night Week 3 high school football action here on CRMLiveSports.com as we get ready for a Class 4A non-district battle, the first ever meeting between the Marion Wolves and the Davenport North Wildcats. Great to have you with us here on this Friday evening. Scott Unash, Coach John Hagerty with you. And we can still call it new press box and new surroundings and new stadium here on the Marion campus. I believe year number 3 that they have been out here and calling this home since leaving bucolic Thomas Park after many, many decades. But always fun to come out here to Marion, John. Good crowd on hand. It is homecoming for the Marion Wolves tonight as they open a new chapter in their history in athletics. Going to take on Davenport North for the very first time in high school football. So we'll see what happens when a Davenport public school comes over to town.
Interesting matchup tonight. I think we're going to have a great game. But to your point about being out at Marion, we absolutely love our trips to Marion every year. The administration, the fans, everybody involved here for the Wolves just makes us feel so much at home. And when you're comfortable and you get a great game on a Friday night in the fall, it doesn't get any better than that, Scott.
No, we got we had that little stuff that came out of the sky earlier. Shh. That's rain. And we had a little bit of it, maybe on and off for the next half hour or so. But luckily, first of all, it's not heavy, unless you really need it, which a lot of people do around here. But secondly, and more importantly, no lightning involved. So we are not going to have any lightning delays or anything like that here tonight like we had 2 weeks ago out at Kingston Stadium. But it is overcast. The wind has picked up as well from the southeast. Probably, around 10 to 15 miles per hour. It is definitely going to play a factor here in this football game.
And along with that, the good news with this little tiny front that's coming through is that the temperature has dropped noticeably, and that will be generous to the players tonight because it was a warm one today.
Yeah, it's down to 71 degrees right now after a high in the upper 80s earlier today. We welcome you into the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show. Jersey Mike's with their 3 locations not far from here in the east end of Marion at the corner of Highways 151 and 13, the Fountains on the northeast side, and Edgewood Road in the Westdale area. Jersey Mike Subs, they are a sub above. 1-1, these two teams enter this ball game with identical records. Davenport North winning their opener against Muscatine before falling to Clear Creek Manna. Marion dropping a game up at Brown Stadium in Manchester in week number 1. Then coming back with a nice second half last week on Hall of Fame night here in their home opener and knocking off Center Point Urbana and going to 1-1 on the season. So as we talked about last night with our two teams going 1-1, John, it's 2-1 looks a lot better and gets you in a lot better mental frame and picture in your mind than 1 and 2 does.
Oh, it's so much easier to go to practice when you're in that state. And I think both of these teams, just watching them in warm-ups, they got that little extra bounce in their step. They are ready to get this thing underway, but unfortunately, we've got to wait a little bit longer as these warm-ups are going to be drawn out, I'm afraid.
Yeah, fresh soft game tonight. They play a fresh soft in the particular district here. That was won by Davenport North, 44-17 earlier on here this evening. And got two teams that both defensively have done a pretty good job so far this year. John, you like to hear that, being the former defensive coordinator. 245 yards a game Davenport North is giving up, and Marion giving up 289 yards per ball game. Davenport North was an interesting game last week. A lot of miscues against Clear Creek and Manna. That really bit them.
Yeah.
I mean, CCA didn't go for a ton of yards, but did all they could and won that game going away at Brady Street Stadium last week. But this Davenport North team comes in about in the middle of Class 4A in offense, 305 yards per game. And they're about 50-50 as we're going to hear from Coach Michael Joyner coming up during our coach's interview here in the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show. But they'll run it and they'll pass it. They've got a pretty good passer, Neil Brown, a junior quarterback. And they run that one-back offense that so many teams are employing now.
Yeah, they love to run the ball because they've got a couple of big dudes. And speaking of big dudes, they've got the beef up front, too. When you go through your lineups here and read us the starters and their statistics, you're going to be a little wowed by some of these size of these North Wildcats.
Yeah, 270, 325, over 3. Let's just put it that way.
And
3
there's
bills.
some tall ones out there, too. They're not just big and stout. They're tall.
Yes, they are. And for Marion, I know that Coach Joyner wants to get this offense going a little bit more diversified. Right now, rushing the ball 125.5 yards per game, only 59 yards passing, which is third to last, I beg your pardon, in Class 4A. So you want to be more balanced, but I guess if you can run the football, you run the football. And we get a little throwback tonight. We get a little fullback action tonight with the Marion Wolves. So we're throwing back the clock here this evening.
Yeah, we're going to see the old I formation here, which is always fun. But there are some things that come along with that you don't see much anymore. And so we'll have to see how that all plays out. I do like the old school fashion of this. I like the fact that both defenses are solid. I like the fact that both of these teams want to play rock 'em, sock 'em, get in your face and grill and run the ball at you. That's good old-fashioned football there.
Lucas Stearns, the Marion quarterback, has only thrown it 23 times so far this year for the left-hander. Landon Tilkus, the leading rusher for Marion. They are both seniors. Landon coming into the ball game with 148 yards on the year and 1 touchdown. Tyler Davis, the leading receiver for the Marion Wolves, with 4 catches on the season.
Tilkus at 6'3", 200. I mean, that's a big guy running the ball right there.
That is a big back. Maybe a little Andre Dawson type. Back to the days of Cedar Rapids, Washington lore with the Hawk back there. And he had those dimensions, if you recall.
He certainly did. We'll have to get a look at Tilkus. I think he's going to be fun to watch.
Marion and Davenport North getting ready to go at it here in a Class 4A Week 3 non-district battle. We'll come back, talk to head coach Michael Joyner of the Marion Wolves when we return to Marion Stadium right after this here on the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show on CRM Live Sports. At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's now at their 3 metro locations in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13 and Edgewood Road in the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time. Back in the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show from Marion as we get ready for Marion and Davenport North here in week number 3, and head coach Michael Joyner joining us. Coach, a great win last week, heck of a second half, and I imagine you guys use that momentum to go into this week.
Yeah, we're really proud of how the guys responded to a less than stellar first half and came out and fired, and we recovered a surprise onside kick, and then it was all bets off from there. So really excited about how the guys came out, played physical, and truly dominated that second half.
Well, what did you change, if anything, at halftime going into that second half?
We just needed to play tougher. tougher, more physical, finish our drives when we had an opportunity to do so. That's the biggest thing to be successful in football, is just your execution consistently, and your effort has to be there. Otherwise, you're not going to have as much success as you could.
Yeah. And get that running game going, which you did, and got some good runners back there too.
Yeah, we're led right now by Landon Tilkus, pretty big body, 6'3", 200 pounds, and runs really tough, really physical. Had a sophomore start at fullback for us, and Colton Taylor, and he did a really good job, scored our first touchdown of that game. And it just really goes to show you that if the offensive line does what they're supposed to do, the running backs can get some openings, and we formation CPU into some advantage matchups for us as well.
Well, you don't have the biggest offensive line in the world, but I tell you what, I kind of like those because they use their feet, they're quick, and I imagine that's what you guys are doing.
Well, absolutely. Offensive linemen don't need to be big and slow. Okay, offensive linemen actually need to be big and fast, and right now we're not the biggest, and we're not necessarily the strongest, but we do run our feet. We are pretty fast, and we want to get to the edge any way that we can.
Defensively, you've done a good job against the pass this year so far in the first two games, and you're going to see some passing tonight.
Yeah, their quarterback is a dual threat type guy. They want to use him a ton in the run game, but they're more 50-50 run pass right now. Really happy with how our guys, we've got a couple of interceptions already, which is earlier than we've had them in the past, and we're doing a good job listening and implementing our game plan.
Well, you talked about Davenport North a little bit, and what else are they going to bring to the table tonight?
A lot of power counter type action in the backfield. Like I said, they like to get their quarterback out of the pocket a little bit in the run game for sure. And he's got a live arm, which presents some challenges as well. But what we just got to keep our guys in front of us, ensure that the quarterback stays in the pocket and finish our tackling.
And a big game to try to get to 2-1. 2-1's a lot happier than 1-2.
Well, absolutely. 2-1 just shows our guys that, hey, when we prepare to win, when we prepare the best that we can, good things on the scoreboard can happen. Granted, we don't always look at the result as the number one factor of how we are as a team and how we play, but it's the one that's public, it's the one that's out there, and we're really excited to compete tonight.
Homecoming week, always full of challenges, we'll say.
Yeah, and well, guys have done a really great job rolling with the punches. We did not have school on Friday of last week because of a power outage. This Monday we had a gas leak at the high school, so we weren't in school that day. But we've done a really good job rolling with the punches. We had our two best practices in a long time on Wednesday and Thursday this week. So guys have done a good job of focusing on what's important for our team, which is Davenport North.
Couple keys that you need to do tonight to get a W.
Great question. Keys, we need to be physical up front and attack what they are giving us. And we need to contain their run game and really hammer, making sure that we're making the right reads on defense.
All right, sounds good. Best of luck tonight at homecoming.
Appreciate it, Scott. Thank you.
We'll be back with more on the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show right after this. Spinal Corrective Center, PC, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center PC has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 393-3996 to schedule an appointment or go online at spinalcc.com. Spinal Corrective Center PC, delivering quality chiropractic care for the body to function at its highest level. Are you looking for one unique workout location that combines everything you're looking for? The House of Iron is redefining the Cedar Rapids area fitness landscape. House of Iron isn't just another gym, it's a sanctuary for anyone seeking to transform their life through physical and mental well-being. Sporting state-of-the-art equipment and hexagonal lighting, not only is the space illuminated with a sense of energy and purpose, you will be too. Take advantage of our other amenities like a cold plunge, a sauna, ultra-modern locker room, showers, and a picture and posing room and more. House of Iron offers monthly memberships as well as personal training sessions for people of all ages and ability. Whether you're a seasoned fitness enthusiast or just beginning your wellness adventure, House of Iron promises to be more than just a gym. It's a beacon of hope, positivity, and vitality. House of Iron with 2 locations on the west side and in the historic World Theater Building downtown. Hills Bank is your hometown financial champion, here to help you score some wins. Because at Hills Bank, managing your money is easy. They've got 19 local branches across the corridor, 40,000 surcharge-free ATMs around the country, and online account access at any time. Whether you're a student athlete or a superfan, Hills Bank helps you get in the game. Hills Bank, where it's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com. Because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member. Back in Marion Stadium on the Jersey Mike Subs pregame show as we get ready for Marion and Davenport North here at Marion Stadium on Homecoming 2025. Again, a little bit of shower activity moved through. The umbrellas have been put away. Really nothing to even talk about. Sidewalk a little bit wet, but other than that, not a whole lot. The captain's meeting at the 50-yard line for the coin toss. While they do that, I'll throw it to John for his keys to the ball game tonight. They're brought to you by the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council. They represent 18 building trade unions up and down the corridor. Apprenticeships available and online. They're at cricbt.org. What are you looking for tonight?
Yeah, offensively, the Marion Wolves need to keep the ball in their hands, Scott. I think if they can win the battle of time of possession, get some long 10 or plus drives, play drives, score on every possession, they're going to be in good shape. Defensively, they have to set an edge tonight. They cannot get outflanked because there's some speed on this Davenport North team, and they're going to try and get around the outside. They're going to try it in a variety of different methods, and if Marion's defense can set the edge and force them up the middle, funnel them inside, that's going to do a good job towards getting them off the field. Got to keep the ball in Marion's hands tonight. Score on every possession. They should be in good shape if they do.
Keys to the game tonight brought to you by the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council. The coin toss, Davenport North won the toss. They have deferred. Marion's going to get the ball first, and they will be going into the wind here. What wind we have? Probably up 5 to 10 miles per hour from the southeast here tonight. And time to give you our starting lineups here tonight. They're brought to you by Plum Supply Kitchen and Bath. Make Plum Supply your starting spot for your kitchen and bath remodel. Stop on by, see what they have to offer. They got a great showroom, 1716 Blair's Ferry Road Northeast in Cedar Rapids. The Marion Wolves going to look like this on offense. Up front, Carson Frommel at left tackle, 6'2", 195, and he is a senior. Then at left guard, it'll be Eli Dreyer, a co-captain, 6'3", 230. He is a junior. The center for Marion, as soon as I can find him here, there he is, Jaden Thomas. He's a 5'10", 190-pound senior. The right guard is Isaac Miller. He is a sophomore, 6'4", 220 pounds. And the right tackle is Jack Lance, 6'2", 210, and a senior. The quarterback for Marion is a lefty, Lucas Stearns. His dad, an assistant coach here for the Marion Wolves. Stearns, 6'2", 175 pounds, and his senior, Landon Tilkus, 6'3", 200 pounds, is the featured back. And the fullback for Marion is a sophomore, Colt Taylor, 5'10", 185, and a sophomore. The starting wideouts, Aiden Bailey, 6'1", 180, and a senior, Tyler Davis, 6'3", 180, and he is a junior, so some good height out there on the outside for Marion. And slot receiver, Matt Danninger, he is a 5'10", 185-pound senior. When they go tight end, Judah Jensma will be in there, 6'1", 175, and a junior. For Davenport North, they will counter with their quarterback, Neil Brown. He is a 6', 185-pound junior, and Brown of the year, 27 of 50 passing, 54% completion percentage for 241 yards and 3 touchdowns. Also leads his team in rushing. He's a dual threat guy. He averages 7 yards a carry, so Marion's going to have to bottle him up a little bit. He has ran for 142 yards. Carson Williams is the featured back. He has run for 128 yards so far this year. And that offensive line, as you mentioned, they had some big guys up there, led by Tertarius Watson, a 6'4", 320-pound senior co-captain for the Davenport North Wildcats.
He looks every bit of it from up here.
Yeah, and they got a big offensive line for Davenport North. So always a festive atmosphere here in Marion, and not only is the Marion band down below us, but also the Marion, I believe the Marion Concert Choir is down there as well, so they will join in the singing of our national anthem along with the Marion American Legion Post. They will be flying the colors again here this evening. And we're going to keep you updated on all the games. There are biggies galore tonight in week number 3. You got the Highway 1 battle. You got Solon and Mount Vernon going at it. Clear Creek Amana going to Xavier tonight to take on the Saints.
Saints are going to want some revenge, boy.
Yes, they did. CCA got them last year.
Yes, they did, and that's what knocked them out of home playoff. That really cost them in the long run.
Yeah, it did. It made them go to Central Iowa and us to go to Central Iowa twice. But, hey, we can now say we've been to Norwalk and Alaman. So Norwalk maybe not quite as big a deal. Alaman, that was a little bit bigger deal.
It was interesting. Let's just say that.
It was. Marion involved in Class 4A District 4 this year. And we'll tell you more about that coming up in just a moment. But we'll join Mike Canoy on the PA and our national anthem.
The Wildcats and your Marion Wolves. Tonight's game will teach a lifetime of values such as respect for your opponents, coaches, officials, and teammates. We remind you that sportsmanship is an expectation. So please let the players play, the coaches coach, the game officials officiate, and let the spectators be positive. Once again, welcome to Marion High School. Enjoy the game, and thank you for your support. We'd like to take a moment at this time before tonight's contest to honor our game officials. Officials provide an essential service for our events and the student-athlete experience. On behalf of Marion High School, please help us say thank you to tonight's game crew. Josh Christensen, Tom Schiffer, Tanner Swenson, Travis Gillavoo, and Brennan Emol. Thank you, officials. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please stand as the color guard from American Legion Post 298 has taken the field. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for tonight's singing of our national anthem. The national anthem is being performed tonight by the Marion High School Choir and Band members.
There you go, our national anthem here tonight. The Marion Concert Choir, including 7 football players out there, came from the end line in the end zone, John, to go sing with their fellow choir members. So Good for them.
Yeah, it's just a reminder that Marion's student body is involved in more than just athletics. They've got a great fine arts program, and you're going to probably hear us talk about just how much festive this is out here at the Wolves field, but you can always count on the fans and the students at Marion to have a great time on a football Friday night.
Certainly is the case. Marion coming out of the through the banner with their home red jerseys with the big white numbers, white and gold striping, the white helmets with the red stripe, the wolf on the side, and the white pants with the red and gold stripe. Davenport North, still I think fairly new school, late 80s, right around there that they went into service. White jerseys, blue numbers, and the blue pants with the gold helmets. So those are the way they will shake down and look here tonight as we get ready for our opening kickoff, which is brought to you by the House of Iron. There are 2 locations, the World Theater Building in downtown Cedar Rapids and on the west side as well. And check them out online, houseofironcr.com. No matter where you are in your fitness journey, you are welcome at the House of Iron. And Marion's going to get the ball first. Wind has subsided just a little bit here, but still going to be a little bit of a factor here tonight. Tyler Pierce is a sophomore, 5'10", 165-pounder. And he is the kickoff and punt returner for Michael Joyner and the Marion Wolves. See if they can get 2 in a row here at home. Also going back will be Aiden Bailey on the far side. And a third player back there, Grayson Steffen. He is also a sophomore for Marion.
Wolves need to take advantage of the second week in a row playing on their home turf because they got a little bit of a trek next week up to Mason City.
Yes. Camden Razzo will kick it off from right to left. Got it teed up at the 40-yard line. A sophomore kicker, 5'7", and 170-pounder. Ready to go here from Marion Stadium. Week 3, Friday night underway. Low line drive end over end, angling to the near sideline. Oh, and it goes off Pierce and out of bounds.
Ooh.
And that's going to be marked at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, he couldn't pick it up, and it booted it out of bounds at the 7. Ouch.
So Marion's going to be deep in their own kitchen to start things off here tonight. 1st and 10, and they're going to mark it right at the 7-yard line.
He lets that go out of bounds, and all of a sudden it's a different story on starting position.
Yeah, they're going to gain 28 yards on it. Our first half is brought to you by Drs. Kuhl and Kretzinger at Spinal Corrective Center in the River Ridge Executive Park on the northeast side. They deliver state-of-the-art chiropractic care for athletes and their entire family. 393-3996 is the number, and you can find them online at spinalcc.org. 1st and 10 for Stearns and Company. Marion out of the old-fashioned eye. Tilkus tail the tandem, and he'll get it right up the middle, and it's a pretty good gain. Gets out to about the 8, maybe the 9-yard line. And that will go for a couple here. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Davenport North got 4 down defensive linemen, and they walked up linebackers like old-fashioned stand-up defensive ends, making a 6-man defensive front, Scott. You think they're looking to stop the run?
Yes, they are. Tanner Maracha in there, one defensive tackle. He's 270. We mentioned Tretarius Watson at 325. They are both in the middle. Donovan Holloway, a linebacker, walking up at 6'1", 180. 2nd down and 8. Off the fake. Here's the counter to the fullback. Nothing doing. The sophomore taken down that time as Taylor was hit right as he got the handoff, and that's going to go for a loss back to the 6-yard line. Don't see a fullback counter very often, but Marion showed it right there. And now Tilkus coming out of the ball game. And Marion's going to have a 3rd down and 11 coming up back at the 6-yard line. So Taylor will be the lone setback for the Wolves. They'll go with 4 receivers, 2 left and 2 right. 5 on the play clock. They'll send Belts in motion from his own end zone. Stearns the throw, now is going to run and got back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Bryce Pauly along with Traterius Watson. Pauly, a defensive back, 6'2", 185-pounder. This is a big group of Wildcats.
Yes, they are, and they converged very quickly on that. A small hole opened up just to the right of the center, but it closed quickly.
They'll send Pauly back at the 40-yard line to get the kick from Tilkus. On the year, averaging 39 yards a boot, and he will go into what wind we have here in the first quarter. Good snap back from his own end zone, got it away, a high end over end, but short kick, and it's going to take a north bounce and be touched up at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Tilkus put that straight up in the air, and then it had a little bit of English in the backspin on it, which went to his disadvantage as well.
Well, ultra good field position for Davenport North at the Marion 21-yard line here to start things up.
Well, the Marion defense has got to put out the fire immediately.
So Neil Brown in there, they have him as number 10 in the program, but he's wearing number 7 tonight. He'll get it off the fake, looking to throw, has time, floats it for the end zone, jump ball, almost intercepted. Good defense, Matt Daninger back there. Knocked it down, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Going for the home run shot there on the first play. Ball underthrown, could have very likely been picked off by the Wolves.
Derek Pena starting in the backfield tonight for Davenport North. He is a 5'11", 190-pound senior, and he will line up behind Brown deep in the one-man backfield. On 2nd down and 10, they'll hand it off to Pena. Starts right, cut off, lost the football. It's still loose, and it's at the 30-yard line. Diving for it, Marion got it. Third effort, got it. And coming up with the football was Aiden Bailey for the Wolves.
Yeah, Pena took off to his right and was stymied. He had to completely stop and go back to the left. And that ball got popped out, and it must have changed possession at least twice, if not 3 times, before the Wolves finally picked it up.
Well, that's football, as Kirk would say. You gain 21 yards, and you get a turnover. So Marion will have it on the 30-yard line.
Little breathing room now.
Stearns with the 1st and 10 right at the 30-yard line. Tilkus back in there as a tailback. And he'll get the toss coming to the short side. Couple blockers out in front and weaves his way to about the 35-yard line. Derek Pena trying to make up for that fumble. Came up from his linebacker spot to make the stop, along with Jalen Reed.
When you're a running team, run first, I should say, you don't like looking up there and seeing 6 defensive linemen. But the good news is, if you can find a way to break through that, you can rip off some big running plays.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5 for the Wolves. Bailey coming out to the near side. Daninger up top to the left. And they'll run with the tight end, Jensma, in there on the left side. Play clock down to 6. Long count, and they got North to jump. Good hard count by Lucas Stearns in there. And they're going to get a free 5. And that should give Marion a 1st down. As the ball be placed right on the 40, and they will move the chains. 1st down, Marion. Just underway. Again, big thanks to Spinal Corrective Center for sponsoring our first half here tonight. Bailey up top, Daninger to the bottom. And North right now, John, 8 in the box. Anticipating run on 1st down. Off play action. Stearns to throw. Throws it in the near side. Tight roping the sideline and making the catch out there was Colton Taylor. Only going to go for a gain of about a yard, but a nice catch out there by the sophomore fullback.
That's good to show that they can get back there and throw the ball and at least not have to run the whole time. The way that the North defense is coming up and just salivating right at the line of scrimmage, they've got to find some ways to diversify that running attack.
41-yard line, gain of 1, 9:15 to play here in the opening quarter for Marion with the football after the North turnover. Tyler Davis into the ball game, 6'3" junior receiver. He comes to the near side. They'll send Belts in motion to the left. Off the shotgun, lefty guns the middle of the field, and it's caught for a short gain at the 45-yard line as they got it to Daniger, who came up with it.
Turns pass complete to number 6, Matthew
Daniger, the slot back in there, went downfield about 6-7 yards, did a nice little hitch, came back to the ball like all good receivers do.
It'll be 3rd and 6.
Marion with the 3rd down and 6 from the 44-yard line here from Marion Stadium. Trip receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol formation, Stearns to throw. Deep drop, and penalty flag coming out. It's going to be a hold, upfield throw, and a big hit, and that's going to be
targeting.
Personal foul, yep. Pena absolutely laid out Taylor.
And his helmet was down when he made that hit. So we're going to have a hold, and we're going to have against the offense and a targeting against the defense. Now, will he be removed from the game is the question.
That was a big-time hit.
And it was right in front of the Marion bench and the coaching staff.
Taylor's up, though. Talking to the Marion trainer. He got up right away. And, man. So how is this going to work here, John? Does a personal foul take precedence? And I think that's what the officials are talking about right now. Josh Christensen is the white hat tonight. Now, I know in the NFL the personal foul would take precedence, but this is not the NFL.
I'm not sure if that carries down to high school level.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does either.
I think it is going to be offsetting here.
Maybe the other question, though, is will the North player that made the hit with the helmet, will he be ejected from the game?
So we'll get our answers here. It's going to be a hold on Marion. We know that. Personal foul, Davenport North. And they do offset.
So that was not, they did not call targeting, because the targeting call is the fist to the helmet that the official does.
Yeah, I think he just leveled him. I don't think he got him with the helmet. That's what Michael Joyner's asking about. And he's asking that same question that you just did, John.
Well, it looked to me, and remember, this is an old pair of eyes here, but it looked to me as though if he wasn't using the crown of his helmet, his face mask was involved.
They're going to keep him in the ball game. And Taylor on the sideline. And right now they've got him. They took his helmet away. He's sitting right below us here on the bench and getting some drinks right now. So we'll do it again. 3rd and 6 from the 44-yard line. Davis to the left along with Belts. 2 receivers out to the right and 1 setback on 3rd down and 6. Stearns might be changing up the play. Here comes the blitz. Picked up. Stearns to throw. Throws low, incomplete. As he tried to get it to Daniger at about the 48-yard line.
Outside blitz from one of the linebackers for the Wildcats coming in there. Made that pass a hurried one.
So Marion's going to have to punt. Tilkus will stay in there, and Pauly will drop. And he'll go back to about the, well, they're going to drop him back to the 15-yard line. 8:25 to play in the opening quarter. No score. Tilkus into what wind we have. Gets the snap, rush coming, just got it away. Another high short kick. And again, it will take a north bounce and touched up at the 47-yard line.
Tilkus is uncharacteristically lined up 15 yards behind the long snapper, Scott. And still, he was hurried, needed to get that kick away.
So it'll be Davenport North taking over in this scoreless first quarter. They'll have it on the 47-yard line for Brown and company. And they'll bring in Carson Williams now. He'll be in the block. They're going to go deep on the first play. Long pass left side, overshot his man. David Joyner out there. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. I tell you, Brown's got an arm on him.
Man, he threw that thing. That was a tight spiral, and there is no way that the Olympic medalist from the sprints could have picked that one up.
Got a little wind behind him. And 0 for 2 start for Brown, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 as they went for the bundle to start things off. On 2nd down and 10, here is the handoff coming to the right side. Williams thrown down over the far side. Good defensive play.
Ball
Logan
came loose
Hendricks.
again, but officials are saying that he was down when it squirted out.
Logan Hendricks. He's another sophomore, 5'10", 185-pounder, made the stop.
Yeah, he's showing no fear there. He came in and took Williams down hard.
So 3rd down and 10 coming up for Davenport North. 7:37, the clock rolling here in the first quarter, no score. Marion with a 4-man front. Brown from the shotgun. Back to throw, going to throw it short, right side. Williams at the catch, 50-45, and down the sideline. And did he step out? Apparently not. He's down for a touchdown. I do not see an official marking him out.
No, the line judge that was there and would have been the one to see if he stepped out ran down the sideline with him.
We must have a flag somewhere because they're holding up the sticks. I don't even see a flag out either.
I don't either, but there's a little bit of a sheen on the turf here.
Oh, it's going to be a blindside block on Davenport North. So that would have been a touchdown.
That would have. They threw that down about the 15, was it?
Looks that way. And now the North coach is out. Yeah, there it is on the 12-yard line. That is where the flag is.
North coach Adam Height looking for an explanation here. He comes out to the numbers and not very happy about that flag.
Now, it's a blindside block on Marion. Wow. Well, that's interesting. And now Michael Joyner wants an explanation.
I'll give you one, Jordan, if you'll give me one,
There
Indians.
you go. So that's going to be a 45-yard pass for the first down, and then a half the distance penalty. Now, wait a minute. Well, now they've got it as a touchdown.
Yeah, and they lined up in the swinging gate here.
And now Marion wants a timeout.
Yeah,
I
and
think
an explanation.
Everybody is confused.
So I'm not sure exactly how that penalty is going to be enforced, but they have 6 points on the board. That did go for the score.
That went for a 53-yard touchdown pass from Brown to Williams. So he did not step out of bounds. We knew that, but then they had a blindside block on the defense, which you rarely see.
Well, just by definition, why would the defense block?
Yeah,
There's nobody on the defensive side that wants to block. But I understand. I'm quibbling here.
well, we've got a score with 7:17 to play here in the opening quarter.
I'll say this about that play, regardless of what other extracurriculars went on, Williams burst with a incredible acceleration on that play.
Yeah, he's got speed.
Man, did he move.
So the touchdown is going to stand, and Camden Razzo will come in to try the extra point, or at least he's going to line up, but they are going to go swinging gate here, and I don't see a T out there. As North has struggled with point afters this year. They'll send a man in motion. They are going to go for the 2 end around, and it's going to be the 2-pointer for David Joyner.
Just a kind of a little bit of a jet sweep, and it was easy. He wasn't even touched.
Flag on the play, false start, Davenport.
Well, wave it off. False start on Davenport North.
And Coach Height for Davenport North back out at the numbers again, looking for another explanation.
I hope we don't have to have an explanation for every penalty tonight. Or we're going to be here a while, John. 7:17 to play here in the opening quarter, and it's still 6-0 North.
Yeah, we're going to see a third formation from the swinging gate as that ball goes back 5 yards.
Now, I wonder if that was an illegal formation.
They may not have had enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
I think you're right. I think they didn't have enough on the line of scrimmage. You have to have 7 on the line.
Now, they'll probably not come out in the swinging gate this time. Yeah, they're just going to line up. No, here comes. Okay.
Third different.
I'm just going to wait and see, call what happens.
Swinging gate formation. And Joyner coming in motion again. They'll fake it to him. Another penalty flag down. Throw to the end zone for 2, but hold on. Malachi McKern made the catch. And we got another procedure against Davenport North. Do they have a fourth play for 2?
There are so many different plays you can run out of that swinging gate. I guarantee you they've got at least a dozen.
Paul James is smiling somewhere. Well, we're back to the 13-yard line for this try. Still 6-0 Davenport North. And now they're going to go back to a more conventional one set. Back to throw Brown. Going to lob it for the end zone to Joyner. Off his hands, incomplete. Daninger back there on defense. And I think that will stay. 6-0 Davenport North on top with 7:17 to play here in the opening quarter. We're back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our #1 priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
As the rain starts up again, the kick after the 15-yard penalty. Remember, we had a 15-yard penalty before the litany of 2-point tries for Davenport North. And that will go into the end zone, so Marion will have it at the 20-yard line. Oh,
trying to sort through a lot of things right now.
This has been an interesting start to this one here, John.
It's fair to say that both coaches aren't happy, and
we're confused.
We're confused.
We know Davenport North is ahead 6-0. Marion will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They're running out of the eye, and Taylor is back in there. And up the middle, here comes Tilkus. Good burst, and he's going to get across the 25 out to about the 28. That's what you talked about, John. If you get by that first wave, there's some green there.
Yep, when the safety comes up and makes a touchdown-saving tackle, that's kind of a sign usually that you probably got too many guys up on that defensive line of scrimmage.
I think that is what the Marion coaches upstairs are taking a look at as well. Second quarter score, Xavier on top over CCA, 17-14 at Saints Field. Same play, angling right. Tilkus with it's got a first down. He'll get across the 35 out to about the 36-yard line. Taken down by Jalen Reed, and a first down run for the Marion Wolves.
So that's 2 plays in a row to the right side of the offensive line. So got to give a shout out here to right guard Isaac Miller, the sophomore, and Jack Lance, the senior, at tackle. just blew their counterparts off the line of scrimmage.
Remember, this is not a big Marion line, but they're quick.
And they keep their feet moving.
1st and 10, 36-yard line. Tight eye, they'll go with a slot to the left side, tight end that way. As Jensma is in there as well. Stearns back to throw, off play action, throws deep middle, caught, diving catch at the Wildcat 47-yard line, made by Bailey.
Well, that's a nice call in the respect that when you've got 6 defenders up on the defensive side line, all you got to do is get that ball a little bit behind the backers. There's 2 backers left in there. Pretty easy to get them behind in that seam with the safety and the corners way deep.
1st and 10, Marion, their third. 1st and 10, first time in the North Territory tonight. Off the tight eye look, Stearns, long count. 9 on the play clock. He'll give it to Tilkus off that left side. Not much. Maybe a yard. He ran into big Tretarius Watson. All 325 pounds.
Watson just smothered him. He made Tilkus look small, and Tilkus is 6'3".
2nd down. Jordan Martin up front too. He's 5'4", 180. Look at him next to Watson.
Watson, that guy is a man.
2nd down and 9. Bailey and Daniger coming out to the right side for Marion. Down 6-0 on 2nd down and 9 from the North 45-yard line. Broken play. They'll toss it to Tilkus. As Stearns went right, everybody else went left, John. They did get a yard out of it. No, back to the line is all.
A big hit delivered there by Donovan Holloway for the Wildcats.
So this is a North team that'll hit you.
They're physical. We heard in the pregame remarks for Michael Joyner, he wanted his Wolves to play physical and with a lot of toughness. North is bringing their side to that issue.
Yes, they are. As the rain continues to fall, light rain here at Marion Stadium. It'll be 3rd down and 9 from the North 45. 4:17, clock rolling here in the first quarter.
And that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's a penalty on Marion.
They had
12
guys in the huddle.
As Belts came out late.
Yeah, Belts probably should have just stayed on the field to see if they maybe could get away with the play with 12 guys.
So it'll back up to the 50-yard line. And it'll be a 3rd and 14 coming up for the Wolves. Stearns, I like how he throws the football.
He's got a quick release.
The left-hander. 3rd down and long. Tyler Davis, the 6'3" junior, out to the left. Trips to the right this time, including Tilkus out of the backfield. Back to throw Stearns. Going to throw the slant. It is caught. 45-yard line. That is Bailey. And going to get some of the yardage back, but going to be very, very far short of the 1st down as he got to the 42-yard line.
Boy, and back to that quick release we were talking about Stearns has. He needed it on that one because there were visitor white jerseys breathing down his neck, and I mean now.
Pauly will go back to field the punt inside the 10, and Tilkus will try to get it away. Remember, it's a wet football now, too. Good snap back. No rush coming. This one is away and a better kick. Angling to the near side. Pauly fields at the 7 and then twisted out of bounds as Pierce on special teams throws him out at about the 14-yard line.
Tilkus got his foot into that one. And after the 2 disappointing kicks before that, he's a little happier now. But he didn't line up 15 yards back that time, Scott. He was only 10 yards behind his long snapper, and I think that helped him.
Made an adjustment. So 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line for Davenport North. As the Wildcats up 6-0 here in the latter stages of the first quarter. They'll have it on their own 14-yard line from the near side hash mark. Brown in the gun and gets the snap on the handoff. Williams coming short side, flag down, a stiff arm, and he's out of bounds after a gain of 10. But let's hold it up here, as the penalty is going to go against the Wildcats.
Very quick holding call there by the white hat.
Yeah, cats and dogs going at it tonight.
That'll be half the distance to the goal.
Second penalty against Davenport North for 12 yards.
7-yard line, repeat first down.
So 1st and 17 back on the 7-yard line. Williams will stay in the backfield. They'll put 3 receivers to the right. They'll overload that side. And they'll go with the tight end to the left. Brown out of the shotgun, throws in the flat, catch made, and not much doing there for A.J. Taylor. Got about a yard. He was pinballed around by Gideon Hansen, among others, for the Marion defense.
A lot of defenders for Marion there flying to the ball. And one of the things we remember that Coach said, Michael Joyner said to you in his pregame remarks, Scott, was that he wanted to see an emphasis on tackling technique tonight, and there were some great form tackles there.
McKern, along with Rhett Butler and Taylor to the left. They'll hand it off to Williams right up the gut and giving ground and being pushed back. Marion showing a little physicality. Going to be a loss of about a yard. So he tried that right side, hit at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going to take forward progress on that, and it'll still be a loss of a yard.
So big play right here early in this ball game for the Marion defense. As it'll be a 3rd down and long coming up for the Wildcats. 3rd and 16 with a minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Back to throw, Brown from his own goal line. Going to go deep around the right side. Man out there, over the shoulder catch and stride. Joyner down the sideline, and he's gone.
Wow.
What a pass. 92 yards from Brown to David Joyner.
Neil Brown just uncorked another bomb. Tight spiral, great height, and hit his receiver in stride.
Now, according to the stats, that is Brown's first catch
of the season.
For Joyner, I beg your pardon, from Brown. Got to wonder maybe if Joyner missed the first couple of games. And we're going to have a timeout called here before the extra point try. 92 yards. What a pass.
That was highlight reel stuff.
As that was a beautiful bomb down the near or far sideline in front of the north bench. And it's 12-0.
If you're just joining us, Davenport North, that was their 3rd possession. On their first one, they fumbled right away and gave the ball over to Marion. But on their next 2, big, long touchdown passing strikes, which have just shocked the Wolves.
And what an arm Neil Brown has.
And we haven't even seen him run yet. He can run, too.
Brown to Joyner, 92 yards. And the extra point try upcoming, and you know that North is going to go for 2 here. As they showed 4 different formations the first time around.
Well, we'll see if we get another swinging gate. They're always fun.
Adam Height, I'm sure, went over everything before that 2-point try. Nope, I'm going to just go out of the normal formation here with trip receivers to the left. Butler, Holloway over there, along with McKern. Pena will be in the backfield. Down to 2 in the play clock. Down to 1, and they didn't get it off. Play clock's at 0. Nobody saw it.
No flags.
Brown on the keeper, coming right, and he got in. And now Michael Joyner saw it. He wants another explanation. Play clock was at 0, gentlemen.
And it wasn't just at 0 for a half second or even 1 second. There was a good 2 seconds that elapsed after that, went down to 0. And they let the play go.
14-0, a minute 23 to play here in the opening quarter. We're going to be back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? BIM Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. BIM Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. BIM Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com.
Back for the Davenport North kickoff here as Razzo has it teed up from right to left and gets the boot into it. Short kick taken at the 15-yard line. Pierce up the right hash mark, 30, 35, and slipped as he went to make a cut. They're going to call him down at the 39-yard line. So a good 24-yard return for Tyler Pierce, another sophomore.
Best starting field position so far in this game for Marion. They're fourth. They've punted 3 times.
Davenport North has 136 total yards, minus 10 on the ground. First and 10, minute 18 to play here in our opening quarter. 14-0 North on top. Marion out of the eye. And they'll give it to the fullback. Here's Taylor. Right up the gut, John, with your trap, and he'll take it to the 45-yard line.
That's a good-looking sophomore fullback right there.
Wears his pads well, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
A young Marion team here. Second down and 4 as we go under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. With North in the quick strike passing game. And Marion came in only giving up 41 yards a game in their first 2 games passing. Second down and 4. Tanager coming in motion to the right, now back to the left. He'll be the lead blocker. They'll give it to Tilkus. Bounced off the pile and then got taken down from behind by Tanner Maracha after a gain of a yard. And see if Marion will run another play or if they'll let the first quarter clock run out. As they'll have a 3rd down and 4, and I think they're going to let it run out.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Joyner is going to just let that happen.
We'll take a break after 1. Davenport North 14, Marion nothing. Back with quarter number 2 from Marion Stadium after this on CRMLiveSports.com.
Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring? At Schumacher Carpets and More, it's the little things that count. Family owned since 1987, the professionals at Schumacher have what you're looking for. Whether it is carpet, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, laminate, or wood, their personal service and quality products set Schumacher apart in the flooring industry. Famous for a relaxed and pressure-free shopping experience, let the experts at Schumacher Carpets and More break down your options with just a simple conversation. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today. If using your head and hands to work smart and learn a career appeals to you, and if working with good people and doing good work interests you, then a career with the plumbers and pipe fitters of Local 125 is a great choice for you. From residential plumbing to commercial construction, members of Local 125 do the highly skilled work that lays the foundation for community development. Local 125 also provides world-class training through a comprehensive apprenticeship and continuing education program. Good work, good money, good people, great career. For more information, go online to ualocal125.org. At Hunt Graphic Innovations, it's the personal touch that counts. If you're serious about creating an eye-catching website or need assistance in graphic design for print, newsletters, posters, signs, or banners, Hunt Graphic Innovations has the experience to help get the job done. With personal attention and competitive pricing, discover the difference Hunt Graphic Innovations can make for you.
Marion going up to the line of scrimmage quickly on the quick count. They'll hand it off to Taylor. Nothing doing. On 3rd and 3, he's going to lose a yard. And now a decision time already for Michael Joyner as Marion down 14-0 here to start the second quarter.
Yeah, Taylor was just stonewalled right in the middle of the A-gap there, stood straight up.
And it looks like Tilkus is going to punt. Marion will have the wind now. Rain has stopped. Wind has picked up a little bit again. Total yardage in the first quarter, Davenport North 136, Marion was 60. But North up 14-0 on the 2 big pass plays. Good snap back. Tilkus will get the boot away, and a nice high kick. And Pauly will let it go. It'll bounce to the 5 and go into the end zone.
Man, when he gets his foot into that, he's a good punter.
That one goes 54 with a net of 34, however. And North will have it back.
So 4 possessions for Marion have yielded 4 punts.
Tough sledding here so far for the Wolves.
You know, you take away those 2 long pass plays for the Wildcats, and we've got an even game. But the big play strikes have cost the Wolves to this point.
So North will have it. And now, as the ball went into the end zone, now they're marking it back to the 10. I did not see a penalty flag.
I didn't either.
But obviously there was one.
We never even got a signal.
So it'll be
Oh, here it is. It's holding.
from the 10. So that'll back them up half the distance.
I think these guys need to clean their hankies.
Could be. First down, Brown on the read option, hands it off. Here comes Williams off that right side, pushed back as he gets to the 14-yard line. And leading the way in there for Marion, Logan Hendricks, 185-pounder. Also in there for the Wolves was Brandon Hatfield, a defensive tackle, 190-pound senior. Second down, called a long 6 from the 14-yard line. Williams will stay in the backfield, same play, he'll get it. Little stop and go move and push back. As he crossed the 15, he got to the 16-yard line. And North trying to establish that running game here.
Well, they're starting to play around a little bit with that read option, and you just know that quarterback Neil Brown's going to pull that out and go the other way here real soon.
Third down, 1 out of 2 so far for Davenport North in the ball game. They'll throw for this one. Joyner with the catch, makes a man miss and has the first down. Going to get out to the 23-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7 and a North first down.
Big cushion defensively there for the Wolves. And they're going to have to tighten that up, or they're going to see that little hitch play a lot.
Yeah, just got to wonder if David Joyner missed the first couple games of the year for some reason. He's a difference maker for North. Back to throw Brown, going to go to Joyner one more time off that cushion. Splits defenders and gets close to another first down along the near sideline as he'll get to the 32. He's going to be about a yard shy.
See, here's the dilemma, though. You've given up 2 big passing scoring plays, so you're obviously going to be a little gun shy to come up, right?
Yep.
And that's exactly what North is taking advantage of right now. They're throwing these little 5- and 8-yard hitches out there because the secondary for the Wolves is kind of gun shy.
9:19, clock rolling here in the first half. 14-0. Here's the handoff to Pena on the stretch play going to the left side, and good job by Marion. They stoned him right over there. Colby Belts belted him. Yeah, I said it. It's going to be a loss of a couple. Pena's more of their power back. Kind of surprised he went outside that time.
Well, they strung that out well defensively, the Wolves did. A lot of bodies out there wearing red that converged all at the same time.
3rd and 4 from the 30-yard line. 14-0, Davenport North on top. Pena, the lone setback. 4 receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Brown swings it out of the backfield to Pena, lowers the shoulder, and he's got the first down, I believe.
Yeah, the line judge there is saying he went out right at the stick.
The outside linebacker and running back Landon Tilkus tried to stop him, but they will give him the first down. This, got to remember, this North team and this North program has been to the playoffs recently. In 5A.
They were a 5-win season last year.
So this is a good program that Adam Height has put together. On first down, here's Brown on the keeper, going to the short side, turning the corner at the 35 and run out of bounds at the 38-yard line. He'll go for 5. So the passing has worked. Now they're going to try to get the run game dialed up here, are the Wildcats.
And the short passing game was because the secondary for the Wolves is a little bit gun-shy again, those 2 big, long scoring strikes.
15th in 4A with 184 yards rushing. They're 19th with passing with 120, and they've already got 146 tonight. Second down at 5 from the 38. Wide side of the field to the right, and penalty flags will stop the play.
Flag on the play. False start, Davenport North.
And this will be a false start against the Wildcats. And we'll back them up for a second down and 10.
Prairie taking an early lead on Bettendorf. 3-0.
Okay. First quarter, I assume.
Going to be a long night of hitting out there at John Wall Memorial Field.
Brown deep drop, back to throw. Pressure coming, hit as he throws, and goes to the far sideline, and a leaping catch made. And we've got another penalty flag down. It's going to be a hold on North. And we've got another flag down on the near side here, John. And we'll see what that is about. That's completely different. I would assume the near side line judge would not be calling holding, would he?
We'll have to wait for the call, but yeah, they must have both saw the same hold.
All right.
We didn't get a secondary signal.
Not sure the near side line judge should be looking at holding on the but hey, whatever.
Well, it must have been blatant.
It was pretty obvious. So it goes from second and 5 to second and 10 and second and 20. Blitz coming. They're going to throw it deep again. There's Joyner again. He's got it at the 40. And forget it. Joyner is gone. 77 yards.
And again, hit in stride with a perfect spiral.
Wow.
Had 2 steps on the deepest Marion defender, and they're just making that look easy. Wow, these are going to be some gaudy passing statistics at halftime.
Speed to burn. And we've got a dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct against North.
Why not? We've had flags out on almost every other play.
That's going to be tacked to the kick more than likely.
3 possessions in a row for North yielded 3 long touchdown passes.
And North right now, Neil Brown is looking like Shadur Sanders back there to Travis Hunter.
Man, he can wing that ball downfield.
77 yards on that one. 53, 92, and 77. And North going to go for 2 again. Brown in the shotgun. Going to throw to the left side of the end zone. There's a leaping catch for 2.
The 2-point attempt is good.
As the catch over there, Mr. Joyner again.
In the second quarter.
As it's now 22-0 in favor of Davenport North. We'll take a break, come back to Marion for the kickoff right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
In your search for a cozy, one-of-a-kind meal, make plans to visit Cava House Cafe in downtown Swisher. Stop in for breakfast and lunch at Cava. Mornings, try one of their homemade pastries, fresh scones, cinnamon rolls, muffins, coffee cake, or have a serving of hot breakfast casserole. The lunch menu includes a variety of hearty and hot cold sandwiches. The Texas smoked brisket is a fan favorite, or try one of their fresh, never frozen Angus beef burgers. And no meal is complete without a dessert from Cava's Pastry Cabinet. Their signature black bottom cake and carrot cake are worth every calorie. And top it off with a scoop of Dan and Debbie's ice cream. One visit for Sunday brunch and you'll be hooked. And be sure to check out Cava's gift shop for unique candles and gifts. Customers all say when you walk in the door, you feel like you've stepped into a Hallmark movie. Come share a random moment at Cava House Cafe in downtown Swisher. First Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor high school athletics. We understand the hard work and dedication it takes for these students to succeed on the field or in the classroom. At First Federal Credit Union, we work hard every day to listen, solve problems, and are dedicated to finding ways to help you with your financial needs. From home loans to auto loans, checking, or even the best savings rates in town, we're here to help you achieve your goals. Learn more about First Federal Credit Union at firstfedcu.com, member NCUA.
Wolves set to receive, down 22-0, and that 15-yard penalty is going to give Marion some good field position as the kick will come up to the 35-yard line. Pierce to the 40, up the hash mark into North Territory, back to the Wildcat 47. So Marion will get excellent field position here, but need to do something with it.
Yeah, that's their best starting location of the night, but they've got to find a way to get some first downs.
Hello, Mr. Joyner.
Yeah, that is a combination that is lethal. Brown to Joyner.
And over 200 yards, well over 200 yards for Brown in the first half. First and 10, Marion at the North 47-yard line. Pistol formation. Stearns to throw, throws the middle short as he was being pressured by a couple of Wildcats. And it'll be second down and 10. As Tyler Davis, the intended receiver, downfield. We didn't have a penalty, John.
A clean play. Savor the moment.
So it'll be second and we kid. Hey, you see a penalty, you call a penalty, right? That's what you got to do.
That's exactly right.
47-yard line, second down and 10. 7:52 to play first half. Play clock at 7 for Marion, down 22-0. One set back, 4 receivers, 3 to the left side. Shotgun snap, Stearns being pressured. Running for his life, going to throw on the run, and it's incomplete. As he tried to get it to Aiden Bailey, as he was being chased by both Jordan Martin and Tanner Maracha. Maracha's only a sophomore, 270-pounder. And right now, North is just pinning their ears back and coming.
Well, they've got a big height and weight advantage in the line defensively there, and they're blowing their way through.
Marion 0 for 4 on third downs. They got a long one here. Third and 10, need the North 37-yard line. Daninger coming in motion to the right. Stearns back to throw, setting up the middle screen. Catch made, and Taylor got planted. As coming up, Hunter Bennett made the stop. They're going to give him progress back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a Marion 3 and out.
Middle screen there set up pretty well, except for one problem. They had one guy that didn't get blocked.
And he made the play.
And he made a big stick.
Linebacker, 5'11", 200 pounds. Fourth down from the 47, and Tilkus to punt again for Marion. High snap, rush coming, and they just about got it. Fair catch called for. Pauly makes it at the 14-yard line. 33 yards on that punt. No return. And we'll see what the high-flying North Wildcat Circus will bring out this time.
Well, I think with that second big bomb there, they're going to have all kinds of short and intermediate routes open if they want to pass that way. It's going to really loosen up the Wolves' secondary.
And field position has not been a problem. So Joyner out to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Williams will be the setback, and they'll fake it to him. Brown will throw on the far side. Catch made for a short gain to Malachi McKern as he was tripped up as he got to the 20-yard line for a gain of 6. I'm impressed with this North team.
Well, they've got size, they've got speed, and they've been fairly disciplined here in terms of their execution.
Second down after the gain of 4, second and 6 from their own 20-yard line. And the handoff to Williams blows up the middle to the 25, has a first down as he'll get out to the 28-yard line.
And then there's Williams, the running back, and he's quick. Not the biggest guy in the world in terms of size, but I'll tell you what, when he puts his shoulder down to try and put the lift drill on you when you're trying to tackle him, he runs with an attitude.
Going to have our Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show coming up at the break as the handoff goes to Williams. Corralled by Gideon Hansen, who stops him and pushes him back after a gain of 3 to the 31-yard line off the quick count on 1st and 10.
That's 2 plays in a row where the Davenport North left side of their offensive line has just folded the red jerseys backwards.
22-0 Davenport North over Marion. 2nd down and 7. Pena back into the ball game now. Derek Pena. They'll flip-flop the tight end. He'll go into slot left side. 5 in the play clock. Stretch play to Pena. Gets to the 30, cuts it up, spins, gets to the 35-yard line. Before he was pushed back by Brandon Hatfield. And also in there for Marion making the play, Jaden Thomas.
3 rushing plays in a row to the left side of the offensive line. Now that is also into the boundary on the short side of the field too.
Right by Adam Height. Marion trying to get a player off, and they just do. Now wait a minute.
We've got another
procedure
flag
against North. I thought they were going to call that against Marion. They had Gideon Hansen getting off the field, and he did a tumble toward the sideline.
And that line judge trying to bring down rain with throwing that flag up.
Yes, he is. It's a meaningful toss.
I don't usually see him get all that excited about a procedure type call.
So it makes it a 3rd and 8. Twins to the right, 1 receiver to the left for Davenport North. On 3rd down, Brown to throw, going to throw the out. Joyner with a sliding catch near the 1st down. Danager right there. I think he's going to be short, though, by about a yard. And Joyner slid at the 37.
It's going to be a yard short. Some good pressure brought there on the blitz by one of the Wolves linebackers. Neil Brown, the quarterback for the Wildcats, had to get rid of that a lot sooner than he wanted to, which is what made that a tough pass to catch.
North's going to go for it. Taylor will come in with the play. Pena, the bigger of the 2 backs, will stay in as a single runner. Off the quick count, they'll hand it off to Pena. Hit in the backfield, but he got away, and he's got the 1st down.
And more.
And still on his feet. Tight roping the near sideline all the way down to the Marion, inside the 35 and down to the 30.
Boy, they had him bottled up in the backfield, and it would have been ball going over on downs. But they couldn't bring him to the ground.
Little stiff arm, big stiff arm by Pena.
And he ripped off another 25 yards or so after that initial contact.
Yeah, he got 33 on that 4th down and 1. 1st and 10 at the Marion 31-yard line. Clock stopped, 3:57 to play here in the opening half. And North up 22-0 and looking for more. Taylor and Joyner to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. And Brown to throw. Going to swing it out of the backfield. Williams with the catch, tries to make a move, and Tilkus wouldn't take it. Throws him down for a loss back at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Tilkus is making a statement on all 3 aspects of the game tonight for Marion.
Which reminds me, we'll pick our Schumacher Carpets and More player of the game during our post-game show after this one. Brought to you by Schumacher Carpets and More. Online at SchumacherCarpets.com. 2nd down and 13. 3:20 to play opening half. 1 setback, and they'll hand it off. Here comes Williams, started up the middle, kicks it outside, and ushered out of bounds as he'll get down to the 28-yard line for a pickup of 6.
Yeah, this big offensive line right now for the Wildcats from Davenport, they're just flexing their muscles.
On that right side, you've got Eric Jackson. He's 347. You got Chance Novak, a junior, at 253. He's the baby of the bunch. Third down, and before the play, officials are going to stop. And
we've got an equipment issue here.
Officials timeout.
All right, so
Joyner coming out.
no, Rhett Butler is. So make your own Gone with the Wind reference here.
Well, I won't do the frankly, my dear one.
3rd and 7. They'll start things back up. 15 on the play clock. Brown will gun the middle of the field and a diving interception. Colby Belts read it beautifully. Dove for it, came up with it at the 20-yard line.
That's just what the doctor ordered for the Wolves.
Second INT, or second turnover, and the first INT of the night.
That's a good thing, too, because North was driving, as that's going to give them the ball, Marion the ball, back at the 20.
And maybe a game saver right there.
We've got just a tad over 3 minutes here before halftime.
2 timeouts for both teams. Lucas Stearns back in there at quarterback. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Marion. Remember Marion, big comeback last week. Same thing do this week. Bailey out to the left side. Stearns to throw. Throws to Taylor coming out of the backfield. A spinning catch. Then turned it up and only got about a yard to the 21. And now we've got another stoppage. North's going to call a timeout. Trying to get it back. So timeout, 2:55 to play here in the first half. 22-0 in favor of Davenport North. We're back after this on CRM Live Sports.
End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org.
After the timeout, out of the shotgun, Stearns to throw, and he almost had it picked off, as jumping the route was Donovan Holloway, the junior linebacker, and he just about did to Marion what Colby Belts did to North. And that stops the clock and saves North the timeout.
Yeah, Aiden Bailey came back and kind of was motioning, where were you throwing that ball?
3rd and 9. Marion is 0 for 5 on 3rd down tries. Twin receivers left, twins to the right. On 3rd down and 9. Stearns out of the shotgun, back to throw. Going to throw the middle of the field and threw it short, incomplete. And Daninger, the intended receiver. Or was it Bailey? 5 instead of 6.
So for the 6th time in a row in this first half, the punt team will emerge with Tilkus lining up to kick.
Pauly will go back to the 40-yard line, single safety. Wildcats just about got the last one. They've come close a couple times tonight. See what Marion's adjustment will be here. Good snap back, rush coming. This time gets it away. High floating kick. Pauly up, makes the catch at the 45-yard line. Coming to the right, 50. Got a block, flag down. This is going to be a block in the back. And Pauly takes it to the 36. Count them, flags.
Three flags, and they're all within about a yard or two of each other.
Oh,
and now
one.
the hat comes off.
Now we got a hat.
So that's going to be something probably unsportsmanlike that was said.
So North was going to have pretty good field position, and you can forget about that.
When officials run out of flags, they throw hats. Yeah, there's a lot of chirping going on right now. Most of it coming from the Wildcats of the visiting team.
So we know it's going to be a block in the back.
And I think they're going to probably tack a little more onto that, aren't they?
That would be my guess. Well, let's see what the officials say here. Well, they say blindside block, but it was a block in the back. It was an illegal block, whatever it was, and then unsportsmanlike. So it's going to be a 10, and it's going to be a 15.
We have multiple penalties on Davenport North. The first one.
So it's going to go back to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, those flags were thrown in the Marion end of the field at about the 45, but this ball is going all the way back to the North 24.
Well, actually, they're going to be both 15-yarders because they called a blindside block. So North will have it at the 24-yard line with 2:35 to go. Huh. It's been a crazy one. 22-0 Davenport North out in front. 2:35 to play here in the half. And Neil Brown back out there at quarterback. Going to have Carson Williams behind him, and he'll hand it off to Williams, coming to the left side, trying to get a block and get the corner. Makes one man miss and then shoved out of bounds by Tyler Davis.
18 the ball carrier.
As that will stop the clock.
Forced out of bounds by 11, Tyler Davis.
And they'll mark it at the 27-yard line for a gain of 3. North has sometimes been their own worst enemy tonight.
Yes, they have.
And this thing could be on the verge of a continuous clock.
Well, they had the early fumble on the first possession, then the interception on the last one, so add another 14 points and you do the math.
2nd down and 7 from the 27-yard line. Shotgun snap back to Brown. Gonna gun in the middle of the field, incomplete, trying to get it to A.J. Taylor. Couple of Wolves over there, led by Aiden Bailey and Logan Hendricks. A lot of passes. 14 of them by Neil Brown in the first half.
Yeah, and why not? He's been hot, especially on the deep stuff.
3rd down, 7 from the far hash mark. Brown has the shotgun snap, throws the out, Joyner with the catch, 35 to the 40 and out of bounds. Tried to pirouette at the 40 and then kind of fell out of bounds at the 42, but he got the first down on a gain of 15. And you feel for the Marion D-backs because they know now that, hey, Joyner can go by me.
You just have to have so much respect that you, underneath the routes, produce big cushions by the secondary for the Wolves.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Clock stopped, 2:16 to go. Brown out of the shotgun, steps up, is going to run, puts a move on, and then gets tripped up. Got high load by Belts and Hatfield at the 45 after a gain of 3.
He hasn't tucked it under and run much tonight, but that was a good decision by him.
I think he's happy he's got number 13 tonight. If they haven't thrown to him in the first 2 games, I'm not sure why.
I'm thinking that he might be putting the pads on for the first time tonight.
2nd down and 7. Clock running, and we've got a penalty flag.
Of course we do.
False start. So North has been penalized 10 times in the first half. For, you care to guess?
Oh my goodness. I got to think we're getting close to 100.
92 yards.
Yeah.
10 for 92 for North in the first half.
Yep.
Back to the 40, 2nd down and 12. Shotgun snap back to Brown. This is going to be a quarterback draw. Now he stops. Now he throws it in the flat to Pena behind the line of scrimmage. The catch, and then he's held up by Logan Hendricks. Actually going to be a long handoff. That's going to result in a loss of 1. As we come up on a minute to play here in our first half. Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show coming up for you at the break. Twins make it trips now to the right side. Under a minute to play here in the first half. 3rd down, 13. Brown to throw. Throws deep middle and overshot his man, incomplete. Rhett Butler is the intended receiver.
And that pass was gone with the wind. See what I did right there?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I saw that. I heard it. Very good. So the first punt, Camden Razzo will come in, averaging 32 yards a boot. And he'll get away from the 39-yard line. Marion still with a couple timeouts left, and they're going to use one. Timeout Wolves, 47.7 seconds remaining in the first half. 22-0 in favor of Davenport North. We'll come back to Marion after this on CRM Live Sports.
In your search to locate a good old-fashioned family-owned pizza joint, skip the run-of-the-mill franchise options and head to Roscoe's Pizza on Edgewood Road behind Taco John's. At Roscoe's, the Hunt family is dedicated to providing mouth-watering pizza prepared from the freshest ingredients available. Choose from our 4 delicious styles of crusts, then add your favorite toppings to create your own personal pizza delight. Need a quick lunchtime alternative? Take advantage of Roscoe's fast-to-go noontime specials. And yes, they even offer gluten-free options. For the tastiest local experience, give the professionals at Roscoe's Pizza a call and surprise your family with a one-of-a-kind eating experience today.
Now we'll see how much Michael Joyner wants to play Riverboat Gambler here. With 47 seconds to play in the half and down 22-0. As going back to get the punt is going to be Matt Daninger. As the sophomore Razzo to kick it away. Line of scrimmage the 40. High snap, brought down, got it away. Into the wind, a low kick. They'll let it bounce. And it will take a Wildcat bounce to the 31-yard line.
That was the first punt of the half for North.
Punt by number 46, Camden Razzo.
So it'll be Marion at the 32-yard line with 39 seconds left.
39 seconds left in the first half.
And, well, we'll call it the 31-yard line instead. The passing game has been the story for Davenport North in the first half.
Big plays, and speed has killed.
Yes, it has. And it looks like Marion is just going to take a knee. Stearns will take a knee, and that will take us to halftime. So it's going to be Davenport North with a 22-0 lead here at the halftime break on Marion homecoming night for 2025. Wolves will go into the locker room, and they will try to regroup like they did last week against Center Point Urbana and come out and hope for better things here in half number 2. We'll come back with the Bim Ritter Sportswear halftime show for you from Marion right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, Stack Wellness Cafe has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals as well as gym goers are singing the praises of our freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than Stack Wellness Cafe. American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details. At Jersey Mike's, we've offered a sub above since 1956. It starts with bread, fresh baked in our stores every day, topped with quality meats, cheeses, and ingredients sliced and grilled right in front of your eyes. And don't forget to add the juice, the red wine vinegar and olive oil blend that gives a Jersey Mike's subs its exquisite zing. Stop in and visit Jersey Mike's now at their 3 metro locations in the Fountains on the northeast side and on the east end of Marion near the corner of Highways 151 and 13 and Edgewood Road in the Westdale area. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. End your search for your favorite restaurant in Cedar Rapids. Come to Emil's Hideaway. Emil's is the home for the best tasting American food around. Choose from your favorites: chicken, pasta dishes, pizzas, burgers, and fries. Whether you're bringing the whole family for a meal or wetting your whistle at our fully stocked bar, there's something to satisfy all ages and tastes at our classic American local restaurant. Need catering for your next party or event? Emil's has that too. Call them for details. Emil's Hideaway, open Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m., is right next to Home Depot and across from Lyndale Mall on 1st Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids.
25, Marion High School, homecoming king and
Marion
queen from the Royal
trails Davenport North here at halftime, 22-0. He has the homecoming court, and the king and queen are announced. And there was no drama. It was announced last night.
At this time,
But
Even the great Joe Benedict couldn't have done that fast.
no.
And I say that with all due respect to Joe Benedict.
Addison Dabrowski, I know, and Adam Kepler, I want to say, were the king and queen, respectively. Well, the Davenport North passing attack has made its way over to Marion tonight to the tune of 267 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah, it's been lethal. You've got that combination of the quarterback Brown to Mr. Joyner, and I tell you what, between Brown's arm and Joyner's lightning speed down the sideline, when he hits him in stride, there's nobody that's going to stop it.
And then when that happens, as you alluded to, John, you just have to make so many adjustments. The out is going to be open.
Yeah.
You just have to give ground a little bit.
It loosens the secondary for Marion up to such a degree that almost anything you throw underneath is going to be open, and that's been the case, especially in the second quarter after those 2 long scoring strikes. But, you know, as you mentioned earlier, Scott, take away the 2 turnovers that North has given gifts to Marion by. If they score on those 2, add another 14 points to this 22-0 lead.
Yeah. We'll give you all the stats coming up here in just a couple moments. And Marion just has not been able to get their running game going against this physical, very big offensive and defensive lines for Davenport North.
Yeah, the size and the strength and the speed for Davenport North has provided an advantage for them that has really showed on the field in this first half. And I'm not exactly sure how you neutralize that. Good luck to Michael Joyner and his staff, because that's going to be a tough one to come up with an answer for.
You are welcoming you in, I should say, to the Bim Ritter Sportswear Halftime Show. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or special event? See Bim Ritter Sportswear at bimritter.com, or call them at 364-3479, or stop in at 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. And we'll give you some scores, take a look at our stats, and more coming up for you here at the halftime break, as North leads it here by a score of 22-0. And going to be nothing against CPU, but it's going to be a tougher task tonight for Marion to make those adjustments at halftime and come out, get the running game going, and win.
I agree, and yet they have the memory of that last week. And I'm sure that's what the coaching staff for Marion is talking about right now, is we've shown that we can regroup, come out, and have a sustained effort in the second half that can mount a comeback. And, you know, that's what you have to do.
Well, let's take a look at the scoring in the first half. North leading 22-0. They got on the board in their second drive, and that was after a Marion punt. Neil Brown, the first of his 3 touchdown passes, this one going to Carson Williams, coming out of the backfield, and 53 yards. It was very confusing because thought he stepped out of bounds, did not step out of bounds. Then there was actually an illegal block on the defense.
Yes.
Then they tried.
Explain that one to me if you can.
I have no idea. They tried for 4 times, 3 penalties after successful tries, ended up not making it. So it was 6-0. After another Marion punt, Brown, the first of 2 long bombs to David Joyner. This one covered 92 yards, and that was on a 3rd down and long play. Went 92 yards, and the 2-point conversion was good. That made it 14-0. And then the first drive of the second quarter, Brown to Joyner, this time 77 yards. And the 2-point try was good, and it was 22-0. North was in Marion territory once again, threw an interception, though. The only blemish, really, for Neil Brown in that first half, but that's where we stand, 22-0. Our look at our stats here at halftime brought to you by Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 125 at UALocal125.org. Total yards, dominating performance by North, 336 total yards in the first half to 69 for Marion. North with 267 through the air. Neil Brown is 11 of 16, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. David Joyner, 6 catches, 207 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So far for Davenport North. Williams has caught 2 for 50 and 1 touchdown. McKern with a catch, Taylor with a catch, and Pena with the catch. Pena leading the ground gainers, 5 carries, 36 yards. Williams has carried it 5 times for 20 yards. Brown, 2 carries for 8 yards on the night for Davenport North. For Marion, 36 on the ground, 33 through the air, as quarterback Lucas Stearns, 6 of 11 for 33 yards in the first half. Bailey has caught 2, Taylor has caught 3, and Danninger has caught 1 for Marion. On the ground, Tilkus leading the way, 7 carries for 35 yards. Taylor, 3 carries for 2 yards in the first half. Marion with 3 first downs. Davenport North with 7. It's been big plays for North. They have turned it over twice in the ball game. No turnovers for Marion. Marion penalized twice for 20 yards, 10 penalties for 92 yards for Davenport North. They have been their own worst enemy in the first half of play. 3rd down conversions, North is 2 of 8. Marion is 0 for 6. North is 1 for 1 on 4th down tries. And I will do some fact and figuring here for the time of possession. Slight advantage for Marion, 12 minutes, 12 seconds to 11:48 for North.
Those offensive stats for Davenport North are remarkable in the sense that they'd stand out and catch your attention if it was for a 48-minute full 4-quarter ball game. That's just the first half.
Crazy.
And with nearly 100 yards of penalties to boot, you know, they left a lot of things off the scoreboard there, too, you got to think. But Marion just has not been able to get anything going. The deepest penetration that they've made is into the north 40-yard line. So they haven't even come close to threatening yet.
So a 22-0 lead here at the halftime break as the Marion Marching Band on the field going through their homecoming halftime performance here this evening. Now let's take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Emil's Hideaway. Emil's Hideaway was there on Tuesday night.
Yes.
I tried something new. Chicken bacon ranch burger. It was tremendous.
That's got to be good.
It's good.
It's just got to be good.
It is good. But big thanks to Emil's Hideaway. 1st Avenue Southeast, right across from the Lindale Mall. Open at 4. Bring the whole family in for a meal or wet your whistle at their fully stocked bar. Online at emilshideaway.com. On the scoreboard, the big one, the Highway 1 rivalry at half, and it's all Solon. 21-7.
Join home cooking.
At halftime, they've outscored Mount Vernon, or outgained Mount Vernon 256-45.
That's number 1 ranked Mount Vernon.
That is number 1 ranked Mount Vernon. Into the third quarter, Roland Story in a top 10 battle leading Des Moines Christian 20-17. Halftime, the best 0-2 team I said in the state. Western Dubuque 7, Waverly Shellrock nothing. At half.
That's a good Waverly Shellrock team.
That's a really good. They almost beat Pella last week. Elsewhere, you've got Regina in the latter stages of the third quarter, leading Al Burnett 38-20 down in Iowa City.
No defense.
There's a lot of offense. I'll just say that. There's a lot of offense down there. Wilton leading Durant in an old rivalry from the old Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference days. 14-0. That is in the end of the third quarter. And also, they're already at the end of the third. And Linn-Mar's hanging tough. Liberty 21, Linn-Mar 7.
Yeah. Good for the Lions.
Going into the fourth quarter. Osage big over Jessup, 39-0. What else do we have here? We've got Waterloo West and Dubuque Hempstead at halftime, 14-14. Waterloo West 2-0 on the young year. Also, and if you got scores, John, let me know. Grundy Center, how about this? Fourth quarter, 35-0 over Dyke New Hartford. Win number 42 is about to happen for the Spartans. Let's see.
Anything from John Wall?
I'm trying to find John Wall. I'm trying to find Saints Field as well. Third quarter, Waukee 17, Kennedy 7. That is in quarter number 3. And here is Clippers and the Saints. You've got third quarter, Xavier 34, CCA 21.
Wow, not much defense there either.
Yeah, that's not going to make Jim O'Connell
Jim O'Connell
very
not
happy.
going to be happy about that.
Very, very happy at all.
But Reggie Schulte's going to be happy.
Makokata leading Tipton 7-6. That is a halftime score. Whoop, got to get off the that train. How about this? Into the third, Bettendorf 14, Prairie 11.
Bulldogs came with some bite.
And the Bulldogs in Prairie territory to start the fourth quarter.
Well, a lot of press clippings this week have gone Prairie's way, and I hope that they necessarily haven't been reading their own press clippings.
PCM leading Williamsburg 10-7. That is in the third quarter. Mason City leading Marshalltown 14-7. Marion goes up to Mason City next week to take on the Riverhawks. And that will be next Friday evening. So those are your top scores on the Emils Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Emils on First Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. The other games tonight in Marion's Class 4A District 4, mentioned Clear Creek Amana at Xavier. You've got Newton going to Bondurant Farrar. Grinnell is at Carlisle. Really interested in Pella North Scott.
Yes.
Tonight, and have not seen a score on that one.
Because North Scott's getting all their dudes back.
They got dudes back this week. And their dudes last week looked pretty good.
Yes, they were.
And Mount Pleasant is at Oskaloosa to get that old rivalry going down in southeast Iowa. Davenport North will take on old rival Davenport Central at Brady Street coming up next week. And then Marion will go to Mason City. That will be next week for the Wolves. We're at halftime. You've been listening to the Ben Ritter Sportswear Halftime Show. And our score at the break, Davenport North 22, the Marion Wolves nothing. And we'll come back with second half action for you. After this, you're listening to high school football here on CRMLiveSports.com.
Ben Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Ben Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Ben Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Ben Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Vin Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com. Spinal Corrective Center, PC, 3800 River Ridge Drive, Northeast in Cedar Rapids. Dr. Gene Kretzinger and Dr. Janet Kuehl provide education to families on healthy living and wellness. If you want to reach optimum health and peak performance levels or are suffering from injury, pain, and other health problems, the chiropractic care they provide can give you relief and stability. Spinal Corrective Center PC has over 50 years combined experience in chiropractic care. And athletes, let us help you perform at 100% through sports chiropractic care. Call today at 393-3996 to schedule an appointment or go online at spinalcc.com. Spinal Corrective Center PC, delivering quality chiropractic care for the body to function at its highest level. Are you looking for one unique workout location that combines everything you're looking for? The House of Iron is redefining the Cedar Rapids area fitness landscape. House of Iron isn't just another gym, it's a sanctuary for anyone seeking to transform their life through physical and mental well-being. Sporting state-of-the-art equipment and hexagonal lighting, not only is the space illuminated with a sense of energy and purpose, you will be too. Take advantage of our other amenities like a cold plunge, a sauna, ultra-modern locker room, showers, and a picture and posing room, and more. House of Iron offers monthly memberships as well as personal training sessions for people of all ages and ability. Whether you're a seasoned fitness enthusiast or just beginning your wellness adventure, House of Iron promises to be more than just a gym. It's a beacon of hope, positivity, and vitality. House of Iron with 2 locations on the west side and in the historic World Theater Building downtown. Epiphany Dermatology is a full-service dermatology practice that treats all conditions of the skin, hair, and nails. Dr. John Woolner has been practicing and treating patients for over 30 years. Epiphany Dermatology has built a reputation based on reliable customer service and quality skin and hair loss treatments. Epiphany Dermatology also places a special emphasis on skin cancer prevention, screenings, and treatment. Call them to book an appointment at 363-9936 and visit their website at epiphanydermatology.com. Epiphany Dermatology, 5264 Council Street Northeast, Suite 700 in Cedar Rapids.
Back with you as we get ready to start the second half here from Marion Stadium. Scott Unash, John Hegarty with you. Our second half of action brought to you by Dr. John Woolner, Epiphany Dermatology on Council Street Northeast in Cedar Rapids with over 30 years of experience. Call John at 363-9936. A couple score updates thanks to former Marion, I'll say football player. I don't want to get in trouble with anyone. Travis Fuller letting us know Prairie has blocked a Bettendorf field goal. And it's 14-11 with a little over 4 minutes to go. And Liberty has extended the lead over Linn-Mar 28-7 in the fourth quarter. Reese Reddick to Pryor Reiners. So it's 28-7. And North Scott and Pella 3-3 you said in the second quarter, right?
Yep.
Pella comes here in 2 weeks.
They'll bring the entourage.
They will bring the entourage. They have been warned. Well, it'll be North to get the ball first to start the second half, up 22-0. And gotta say, as per usual, my new ritual on my way to Marion, I must drive by Old Thomas Park Field, now Parkview Elementary. Beautiful building, but I miss all the decades of football and the grass field over at Thomas Park.
Yeah, I'm nostalgic about it. What I will tell you that I don't ever want to think about again is climbing up the stairs in the back of that press box.
Man.
You're taking your life. I'd rather go up Mount Everest than that press box.
Well, the derecho took care of it. Here we go. Marion with Tilkus to kick it off from right to left. And the second half is underway. Good leg into this one, and it will go into the end zone. Did have the wind behind him, but put good toe to leather on that one. It'll be 1st and 10 North at the 20-yard line for quarterback Neil Brown. Has been terrific. 6 foot, 185-pounder. And thrown for 267 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Brown has just got one of the strongest arms we've seen so far this year. he can throw that ball a country mile. And it is a tight spiral.
Maybe the best arm we've seen in a while. David Joyner coming out to the right side. He's got over 200 yards of receptions in the first half. I'll run it out of the pistol with Carson Williams on the right hip. He'll be the blocker. Brown coming to the right with a flag down, and he's going to be snowed under behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to have a holding penalty on North.
I'm not exactly sure if that wasn't a broken play, because there was no rhyme or reason to why Brown just sprinted out to his right that time, and then kind of halfway through it before he slipped and went down, he almost was looking downfield to see if he could find a safety valve to throw to at the last second.
Michael Joyner has already said wave it off. They'll take the loss of 4. And it'll be second down at 14 back at the 16-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Williams making Pena now into the ball game. And he'll get it up the middle. Pena sidesteps 1, 15, 20, rolling over people, 25, and out to the 26. Tilkus finally made the stop after a gain of 10.
A couple of broken tackles there, arm tackles, if you will. Pena just one of those big pounding backs.
And no huddle here. They're going to go tempo. Same formation, same play, and Pena off the left side, nothing doing. Colby Belts coming up to bring him down for a loss back inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. 5'10", 170-pound free safety.
Not very often you have a free safety knifing through there to make a tackle for a loss on a handoff.
No, you don't. So North, first 3 and out of the ball game, as they will come in to punt it away with Razzo into the wind here. 8 in the play clock, and Rhett Butler coming in late. Marion with a single safety back at the 50. They're coming. Got it away. Low end over end kick. Will take a Wildcat bounce across the 50. And we've got a whistle, but the ball was still moving. Wow, and we got a penalty, and it's going to be unsportsmanlike against North.
47-yard line. We do have a flag on the play.
Way back where the punter got rid of it.
There was no roughing there, or even close to it. So I don't know if they were just shooting their mouths off again or what, because the Wildcats have been chirping.
The punt's going to be a 30-yarder.
And they're going to mark it off beyond that.
This is going to be penalty number 11.
That should take them well over 100 yards.
They're over 100 now. And I think the officials have heard enough. Marion's going to have it at the North 38-yard line.
On Davenport North.
So
another unsportsmanlike. That may be their third one tonight.
It'll be first and 10 Marion.
I think you're right. First down for Marion in North Territory at the 37-yard line. Shotgun snap to Stearns. Back to throw. Throws the right side, and along the sideline, Tilkus with the catch. He's spun out of bounds, and we got another flag, and it's going to be roughing the passer against North.
And North just imploding here.
And that's going to be another 15-yarder tacked on.
And this will be the deepest penetration of the night so far for Marion's offense. Easily. They're 5 yards. They're inside the red zone for the first time.
So the pass went for 7 to Tilkus. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Marion, and they can get right back into this ball game.
Scott, it's all over at John Wall Field. Bettendorf Bulldogs brought the bite. 14-11 is the final.
Wow. Takes a little bit of luster off next week. We'll explain in a moment. First down at the 15-yard line. Stearns to throw. Throws middle end zone, incomplete, and no flag.
Oh my goodness.
It was close to interference.
that cornerback was draped all over the Marion receiver in the end zone.
Next week, Prairie and Waukee Northwest. This week's #1 in 5A meeting at John Wall Field.
There's going to be a wounded bunch of guys from Prairie that are going to come out and want to knock off #1. If, in fact, they are still #1.
2nd and 10 from the north 15-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And 1 setback. Danger goes in motion to the right. 3 on the play clock. They get it off. Stearns, high snap, brought it down, throws right side. Catch made at the 10. Getting away for a moment, but then spun down was Tyler Davis. And see if they give him forward progress. No, they are not.
Wow.
They're going to say he tried to get away. They hit him at the 10. They're going to mark it at the 15.
Oh, boy. I think that ball should have been up at the 5 yards farther ahead at the 10.
Well, they're going to mark it at the 15. Stearns coming to the sideline to get the play. 22-0 North. 9:12 to play, third quarter. Marion at the north 15-yard line with the 3rd down and 10. Marion is 0 for 6 on 3rd down tries. Play clock down to 7. Stearns in the pistol. 1 set back, 4 receivers. High snap, Stearns, deep drop, pressure coming, throws the middle screen. Catch made at the 15, to the 10, and down to the 7-yard line goes Colton Taylor.
Oh, it's just going to be short of the 1st down.
Well, you got to go for it here.
Got to, but it's still, that would have been nice to pick that up.
4th and a yard for Marion. They've got North to jump before on that hard count.
This is so close, they should be able to sneak it.
Less than a yard here on 4th down from the 6-yard line.
Tush push?
Haven't seen it in the high school ranks yet. I formation behind Stearns. And Stearns will take it himself. Fake to Taylor. Up. Ooh, it's going to be close. North thinks they stopped him. It's going to depend on the spot. I think they got it.
The left side line judge is standing right on the 5-yard line.
Oh, they did not. North stopped him. Did not even measure.
No, not even a measurement. That's close enough. I think they should have at least measured it.
Wow. So North will take over on downs with 8:06 to play here in the 3rd.
Marion gets all the way down to the 5-yard line and gives it up.
Now be careful here for the bomb.
On the first play.
On the first play. To Mr. Joyner. 1st down just across the 5-yard line after the 4th down stop. Brown shotgun from his own end zone. Going to throw out in the flat, coming back and making the catch. Pena, nicely done. As he came back shoulder throw, caught it at the 15, right at the sticks, and that'll be a North 1st down.
Good for a Davenport North 1st down.
Nice. Pena's got a good pair of hands on him.
He's a bruiser, too. When he gets out there one-on-one with somebody, he wants to run you over with the ball.
So 1st down after the gain of 10. Under 8 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Jordan Martin, the tight end, will flip-flop from right to left. Shotgun snap. They'll hand it off to Williams, and he gets submarine. There's your free safety coming in again. Mr. Belts. And it's going to be a loss of 4.
Not sure I quite understand that, but
It's whatever it is, it's working.
it is.
2nd down and 14 back on the 11-yard line. Marion desperately needing a turnover at this point, down 22-0. Shotgun snap. Brown guns the far side. Catch made. Taylor. And H.A. Taylor out of bounds, and he'll move the sticks. As he'll take it to the 19-yard line and a gain of 8.
Okay, it's making sense now. They've got Belts lined up at one of the inside linebackers. They've taken him out of the secondary and moved him up to a backer slot.
In essence, just another guy in the box there.
And he loves shooting those gaps, and he's good at it.
Well, no, they marked it at the 19 instead, so it's a third down coming up for North. They'll lob it out to Williams. Tilkus was right there, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. He knocked it away, and that's going to force a Davenport North punt coming up.
Brown's pass falls incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
This will be the second punt of the half for Davenport North and their third in a row.
Marion defense is starting to stiffen a little bit. As Wolves will send single safety back. It's going to be Doniger back at the 42-yard line, and the punt almost blocked. They did get it out of there and a fair catch called.
A great flop by the kicker.
And we didn't have a penalty. 25-yard Razzo punt.
Wolves take over, first and 10.
And Marion will have it at the Davenport North 44 again.
I dare say that Wildcat punter is a soccer player as well, because that was a classic flop.
But he didn't get the call.
No, he didn't. That back judge wasn't buying it.
So Marion will have it first down 22-0. It's come up on the halfway mark of the third quarter here from Marion Stadium on homecoming night. Line of scrimmage, the 44-yard line. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. High snap. Stearns had to go high to bring it down. Throws off the back foot, incomplete. As Marion lucky to get that one back, I think.
Yeah, he heard the footsteps, and that high snap didn't allow him to even make a read, so he just threw it into the dirt.
So Bettendorf beats Prairie tonight 14-11 on the Emils Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard. Crazy.
Some questions, you know, over the last couple of years about what's going on at Bettendorf, their football program, and I think they're trying to send people a little message there with that score tonight.
Kennedy is pulled closer, 23-15 in the fourth quarter. Waukee leading the Cougars. Out of Kingston on a pass from Will Woodring. Second down from the 44-yard line. Second and 10, Stearns to throw. Rush coming, guns it right side, low, incomplete. Into double coverage, trying to get it to Landon Tilkus. As Sullivan John, at least that's what it says on the roster. Could be John Sullivan, sophomore. Well, he looks bigger than that young man.
Stearns throwing under duress right now. He's trying to get the ball out on the edge to his receivers that are running out patterns or hitches, but he just doesn't have the time to set up and get his arm into it.
Holloway make that a 0 instead of an 8 out there on defense. Third down and 10 for Marion. One set back, Stearns to throw. Gonna throw the right side into double coverage, knocked away, incomplete. As good defense back there. Hunter Bennett was back, and also back there was Holloway. So 3 straight incompletions, and the Wolves will have to punt it again. Fourth 3 and out of the night for Marion. And Wolves didn't have the ball for 20 seconds on that particular drive. Pauly will drop back to the 5-yard line. Tilkus will kick it away. Angling for the far sideline. End over end will take a bounce at the 14-yard line, and a Marion hop inside the 10 and down to the 8 with another flag down. And it's going to be a hold on Marion. My guess is they're going to make a kick it again. Official going over to talk to Adam Height, give him the options here. You're not going to want the ball at the 8-yard line.
No.
So my guess is they're going to make him kick it again.
As the punt team for Marion walks backwards. Not very excited about doing it again, but they will.
They will do it again after the 10-yard penalty.
And I'm sorry, but that official's got to wash that flag. That is not even a drab yellow color.
Whew. Saint offense. It's a final. Xavier 47, CCA 21.
Wow.
Replay 4th down.
How about that? So Marion will punt it away this time from the 46-yard line. Long count. Tilkus will get it. Gets it away. High, short, another flag down. What's new? And we'll take a sideways bounce and then touched up at the 31-yard line.
This from the near side line judge.
That one was a 23-yard punt. Well, that's got to be on Marion. Somebody line up incorrectly. Not enough guys in the line of scrimmage.
Or they took off too soon. That line judge, he's got a nice yellow hanky.
Yeah, I can see that one. And he
And
throws
he
it very high.
loves to throw that thing up to bring down rain.
He throws it up in the air. And we got a big discussion here.
Well, we have seen a lot of quorums or determinations where the officials got together and they trying to have a cup of coffee, I think.
And they're going to pick it up. All right. So North will have it at the 32-yard line.
No flag on
Well, as high as he threw that, he thought he saw something.
And he wasn't real happy.
And I think both sides here are saying, fellas, you need to put those flags away.
Well, we've had 15 penalties tonight.
And we're not to the fourth quarter.
We're not halfway through the third yet. Here on Marion Homecoming. So Wolves coming out. They got a 4-man front. They're bringing in linebackers as well. Brown in the gun. He'll get it off the fake. Going to throw the middle of the field. There's Joyner with a catch. Sidesteps one. Puts a move on at the 40. 35. Tripped up. Lucas Stearns may have saved a touchdown.
Joyner is so smooth and so fast. Quickness galore, and he's got soft hands.
38 more for Joyner and a nice deep slant.
Man, that's just beautiful pitch and catch.
And he's up to 245 yards on 7 grabs tonight. 1st and 10 North at the Marion 30-yard line with 5:49 clock running here still in the third quarter from Marion Stadium. And we got another flag. False start against Davenport North. As it'll be 1st and 15 back on the 35-yard line. If we get to like 10:30, we could do our own scoreboard show, John. We may be the last game going tonight. Oh, brother. 22-0 Davenport North. As we are over the halfway mark of the third quarter. Williams back in as the lone setback. One tight end. And on the counter, here comes Williams. Marion right there. There's Belts again. Waiting for the ball carrier, and it's going to be a loss of 1.
Boy, he's had a nice second half here from that linebacking position. And there he showed what his coach was preaching all week in terms of form tackling. Wrapping up, driving your hips through. That was perfect. You could put that on an instructional video.
Pena coming in. Into the backfield for Carson Williams on this 2nd down and 16 back on the 36-yard line. Brown deep drop, looking to throw. Hit as he throws. He got hammered. And the pass is incomplete. Co-captain Eli Dreyer blindsided him.
First time tonight, the defense for the Wolves has really kind of had some their way back in that backfield.
The junior's fired up. 6'3", 230-pound defensive end.
Marion defense playing with a lot of emotion right now.
3rd down and 16, back on the 36-yard line. Play clock at 20. Joyner, they're going to put 2 on him now on the right. 2 receivers to the left. Joyner double teamed on the right side. Brown to throw. Looking Joyner's way. Going to go to the end zone and overshot him, incomplete. Yeah, Donninger's back there, and then they've also shaded Bailey back there. Said, you're not going to do this again to us.
And the quarterback, Brown, he put so much air underneath that in hopes that Joyner could run underneath it, but just a little too much oomph. As fast as Joyner is, there's no way he could run that one down.
4th and 16. North's going to keep the offense out there. They're 1 of 1 on 4th down tries. If this is 4th and 16, they need the Marion 20.5-yard line. And we're going to get a Davenport North timeout. 4:32 to play in the third. North 22, Marion nothing. And we'll come back after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful. Plumbing fixtures, a great variety. Transform your home with Plum Supply. Our kitchen designs are amazing. Our service is priceless. Plum Supply. Touch and see. Plum Supply kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
First Federal Credit Union has been helping homeowners for almost a century. Options are crucial when it comes to a first-time home purchase, mortgage refinancing, or a bill consolidation loan. Being able to select the absolute best loan for your situation can literally save you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or an experienced homeowner, First Federal Credit Union will work to find the solution that is right for you. Learn more at firstfedcu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
4th and 16 for North after the timeout. And they'll keep the offense in there. Pena will be the lone setback. McKern to the right, 2 to the left. Back to throw Brown. Brown under pressure, going to throw it deep.
Oh,
left side, 1-on-1. Catch, Joyner. Did he get it? No. Intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. And I believe that was Danninger that came up with it.
The pass from Brown was intercepted in the end zone.
Yep.
Marion takes over first.
Toe tap right in the back of the end zone. And the second interception for North tonight.
Great concentration by Matt Denninger to keep his feet or a foot in bounds after snagging that ball. Right on the end line, wasn't it, Scott?
Yes, it was. I didn't know if he got both of those toes in, but he did. Or at least one. You only need one in high school ball. First down, Marion after the turnover, and they'll have it at the 20-yard line. Still with life. Down 22-0. Here is the toss to Tilkus, trying to get to the corner, and Holloway grabbed him and threw him down for a loss of a yard. And the Marion running game just can't get going. If you really want to get technical, he probably should have let it go, because it would have been the ball at the 36-yard line instead of the 20.
That's right.
But a heck of an interception. Second down and 11 coming up. As Marion down 22-0, we'll send 2 receivers to the left, and Marion's going to have to burn a timeout. Play clock was running down, and timeout going to be called here by Michael Joyner. So we've got a 22-0 game with 3:42 to go. See if we can throw some scores your way here. As the Emils Hideaway out of town scoreboard. How about this one? Halftime, Dubuque Senior 17, Cedar Falls 7.
Wow.
That's a double wow.
Wow.
That is a double wow. Still some time to go. But that's, holy cow. It's now a final. Waukee has beaten Kennedy 23-15. So the Cougars go to 1-2. And Kennedy, we'll see them next Friday night on the north side of Marion at Linn-Mar Stadium. Kennedy and Linn-Mar, the great rivalry revisited, coming up next Friday night right here on CRM Live Sports. On second down, Stearns, quick throw out in the flat. Danninger with the catch. Oh, stood up and taken down on a big play. Lift drill for you, John, as a former wrestling coach.
Yeah, but delivered by the defense. They basically picked him up around the belt and tried to back plant him into the turf, but wasn't going to have anything to do with that, so it didn't work.
I'll give him a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Marion. They need the 30-yard line. Clock rolling, coming up on 3 minutes to play here, still in the third quarter. Play clock at 6. Stearns in the pistol. 1 set back, 4 receivers, blitz coming. Stearns back to throw. Under pressure, steps up. He's got room to run. 20, angling right, 25. Oh, hit hard, short of the first down.
He took a big shoulder blow just shy of the sticks.
A heck of a hit. Drew Sheedy on the hit. And it's going to be 4th and 2.
Stearns wanted that first down in the worst way.
And Marion may be going for this.
At this point in the game, if you won't have any hopes of getting back into it, I think you have to.
Offense is out there for Marion. Play clock down to 12. 4th and a long yard from their own 29-yard line.
Try the hard count first.
Will they run the play? They will. And we got penalty flags. I think they were going to try the hard count, John, and half the team went early.
False start, Marion.
And now you're forced.
Yeah, I think you've got to punt now.
So Marion, they gave the look anyway, and now it'll be 4th and 6 back at the 24. Be the 5th 3 and out. Pauly back at the 30-yard line, single safety, as Tilkus getting ready to punt it away. As he'll punt it away from the 24-yard line. Gets the snap. No rush coming. Got it away. Pretty good kick. Angling to the near side. Will take a big bounce. Go over Pauly's head. And it'll bounce inside the 25, inside the 20, and down to the 17-yard line. It's going to end up being a 59-yard punt.
Rolls out of bounds inside the 20.
By Tilkus.
Spotted at the 17-yard line.
Well, it's been a stalemate here in the second half. $22-0 at halftime. Still 22-0. Davenport North. Here in this one. We'll pick our play of the game at the conclusion of this one. Brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. They're online at carpenterslocal308.org. 1st and 10 North at their own 17-yard line. Low snap. Brown has it on the carpet. Who's got it?
Fumble on the play.
Brown got it back. Did they throw a flag in there?
They threw a
at the
late
end?
flag in there. Of course they did.
The umpire threw it in right where everybody was going
Yeah, you got 4 or 5 guys scrambling for the ball.
for the fumble. And it's going to be a hold on North.
Boy, that was thrown late, though, for a hold.
And it will be declined. So it's going to be a loss of 6.
Penalty is declined, brings up 2nd down.
I cannot even begin to tell you how weird this game has been.
You know, sometimes we say that the officials have made early dinner reservations. It's been just the opposite tonight.
2nd down and 16. Brown on the handoff. Here comes Williams. Broke a tackle to 15 and got popped as he went out of bounds by Logan Hendricks.
18 the ball carrier.
as Williams will take it to the 21-yard line and pick up 10. That's his best run of the night. Well, neither team has been terrific on third downs. North is 2 of 10 and Marion is 0 for 9. 3rd and 6 from the 21-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, Joyner to the right. Brown going to gun the left side. Catch made. Taylor right at the sticks.
Number 14, A.J. Taylor.
And Tilkus brought him down, but it will be enough for a first down.
That completion good for a Wildcat first down.
Brown had some pressure on him that time, but he delivered the strike.
First down number 11 for Davenport North tonight. They're going to go a little tempo here. 1st and 10, 27-yard line. They'll go with 3 receivers and the inside handoff as Pena will take it this time to the 30. As he will go for about 3. Nope, it was Williams again. I beg your pardon. And now we got looks like officials timeout. And we got an injured Wildcat. Eric Jackson, the big 347-pound senior, is being helped off.
Unfortunately, there are some big assistant coaches for Davenport North helping him. And when I say there are some big assistants, we saw them down on the field before we came up to the press box. That's some big dudes.
They got some big guys. Coaching big guys.
Yes.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 as we come up on a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. And here is the handoff, a deep handoff. Pena breaking tackles, pinballing around,
and he
fumbled at the 35.
And he fumbled right on top of the official.
Oh, boy.
The official's at the bottom of the scrum.
And did Marion get it? Marion, a player for Marion came up with it. And Marion's got it.
Yes, they did.
4th turnover for North.
2nd in a row.
Wolves take over, 1st and 10.
With 46 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
They're going to take over. The Wolves are at the Davenport North 35. This will be the 2nd time in the 2nd half here where North, they have started in North territory.
Well, you cannot say that Marion has not had their chances.
Not in this half. That's exactly right. When you can't convert on any 3rd downs, that's going to happen.
So 1st and 10, again in North territory at the 35-yard line. Stearns, shotgun, deep drop, looking to throw. Steps up, got away from pressure, flagged down, and just threw it away. And this is probably going to be a hold on Marion, and it is.
Yeah, and they're lucky they didn't get a grounding as well.
Stearns' pass falls incomplete. We do have a flag on the play.
And
Stearns just running for his life back there.
Got to think North is going to accept this penalty.
And it's being marched backwards.
Marion's 5th penalty of the night for 45 yards.
The indication is holding Marion.
We are going to get done with this 3rd quarter at some point.
45-yard line, repeat 1st down.
So a 1st and 20 coming up back at the 45-yard line. As Marion will break the huddle. Play clock at 1, and they didn't get it off.
Flag on the play. False start, Marion.
So back another 5. 1st and 25 back at midfield now.
I can't honestly remember, Scott, your pen working as diligently as it's had to with penalty stats tonight.
We may need more ink. First down and bunch. Colby Belt's in there offensively. They'll throw it to him. Might be a double pass. Nope. Going to take it himself. Reverses field and then pays for it hard as he got about 3, maybe 4 yards to the 46-yard line. Thrown behind the line of scrimmage. I really thought he was going to do a double pass right there.
Well, it was a lateral to be sure.
Marion does not have to run another play, and they will not. And we have come, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of the third quarter.
Mercifully.
After 3, Davenport North 22 and Marion nothing. To the fourth quarter we go after this here on CRM Live Sports.
If using your head and hands to work smart and learn a career appeals to you, and if working with good people and doing good work interests you, then a career with the plumbers and pipe fitters of Local 125 is a great choice for you. From residential plumbing to commercial construction, members of Local 125 do the highly skilled work that lays the foundation for community development. Local 125 also provides world-class training through a comprehensive apprenticeship and continuing education program. Good work, good money, good people, great career. For more information, go online to ualocal125.org. Hills Bank is your hometown financial champion, here to help you score some wins. Because at Hills Bank, managing your money is easy. They've got 19 local branches across the corridor, 40,000 surcharge-free ATMs around the country, and online account access at any time. Whether you're a student athlete or a superfan, Hills Bank helps you get in the game. Hills Bank, where it's easy to connect with a banker over the phone or on hillsbank.com. Because we believe banking is better through human connection. Hills Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC member.
Fourth quarter here at Marion Stadium. Davenport North with the 22-0 lead over the Marion Wolves. Marion with a second down and 21 at the Wildcat 46-yard line. Stearns to throw. Going to fling it far side and almost intercepted. Drew Sheedy had a beat on it, and he knocked it away at the last second. We'll give you the numbers through 3. 404 total yards for Davenport North, 94 for Marion. On the Eagles Hideaway scoreboard, Iowa City West. And they're just going into the fourth quarter, 35-17 at Pleasant Valley tonight. How about that?
Iowa City West, we talked about this last night. They're kind of flying under the radar for a lot of people that are sleeping on them, and they shouldn't do that.
It's 17-17 Cedar Falls and Senior now. Third down for Marion. They're going to do the end run. Here comes Taylor. Couple blockers in front and gets inside the 40. Gets a little room for the possible fourth down play. As they'll take it to the 37-yard line. He's going to get 9. And I would imagine the Marion offense is going to stay out there. Fourth down at 12 from the north 37-yard line. They need the 25. Down 22-0 here. As Aiden Bailey, along with Tyler Davis and Matt Daniger, all going out to the left side. They'll flood that side. Keep 2 backs in on fourth down at 12. Penalty flag. They'll toss it on the ground, and Taylor out of bounds. And we got a penalty flag. Well, if it's against Marion, they would not have let him run the play. So I wonder if North lined up offside. But then that would be a stoppage, wouldn't it? I'm running out of things. Well, they're placing the ball right where it started at the 37. Penalties on Marion. And
it's going over on downs. They're declining it.
Or
they're saying the play stood.
I'm not sure what the call was. Okay.
I think that has to be that the play stood and the penalty was declined.
Whatever it was. So North will get it at the 37-yard line.
It's another in a long line of non-conversions for the offense of the Wolves.
Yeah. Who've had 3 possessions in the third quarter in North territory. North at their own 37. Brown with Williams behind him. And I'll hand it off to Williams, and caught, hugged, and thrown down by Gideon Hansen. And right now, Marion is just, they're banking on, they're going to run the ball. They want to take some time, and we're coming after you with 9 in the box. Williams with a loss of 3 there. And it will be second down.
I'm not going to say that North is going so far as to say, well, we've got the 22-0 lead. Let's just get this over with. But that's kind of the way they're looking right now. They're not really playing with that enthusiasm they did in the first half.
They're kind of sleepwalking at this present moment. Shotgun snap, and they'll hand it off to Pena on the end run. With the flag down again.
Pena, the ball carrier.
Well, that old saying that you can call holding on just about every play is being taken literally tonight by the Zebras.
And we got an injured North Wildcat, Jordan Martin, now limping out. Well, the long streak for the defending 3A champs is over. Decorah beats Wahlert 19-13 in overtime tonight.
Oh, that must have been a great game.
We may see the Vikings coming up. And I'm looking forward to that if we do.
And that possible matchup would be with Xavier, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that should be a honey.
We got a second down and a 23 back on the 24-yard line after yet another penalty. Center point Urbana gets their first win. They beat Anamosa 14-7 tonight. And now the official went over to talk to the Marion sideline. Now he's back out there. 10-10 clock rolling here in the ball game. We'll have the Westridge Care Center postgame show coming up at the end of this one. Brown just using up that play clock. Down to 9 on this second down play. And Marion just cheating the safeties up. They'll hand it off to Pena. Pops the middle and got back to the line of scrimmage. North said we don't need to throw it anymore unless we absolutely have to.
They're not even really worried about running it. They're just trying to run the clock.
Solon 28, Mount Vernon 13. That is in the fourth quarter. In the Highway 1 rivalry.
Whatever the outcome there is, those two may meet again, too.
Yeah, very good chance they may meet again. Not as chancy as it used to be. Off the fake, here's the deep slant. Joyner with a catch, and look out. 40, 45, angling right, 50, 40, down the sideline, 30. Turns on the afterburners, and he's gone.
And no flags.
75-yard touchdown. You get him in the open field, you're not catching him.
And he caught a nice shield block down there on the sideline, too. But he just runs like a gazelle.
Third touchdown reception for David Joyner. He is over 300 yards in receptions tonight.
That is just a thing of beauty.
And I believe that's going to put Brown over 400 yards passing. And they're going to try an extra point. Blake Estlin is a freshman. And a bad snap, and they're just going to cover it up and live to fight another day.
That's why they've been going for 2.
28-0 with 8:53 to play here in the ball game. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff for you. right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
American Family Insurance agent Kurt Gustafson is committed to inspiring and protecting dreams right here in Cedar Rapids and the surrounding area. He starts by getting to know you and your needs and build a free auto, home, or life insurance quote. By bundling policies, we can often offer a variety of discounts. Whether you're purchasing a car, buying property, managing an investment property, starting a small business, or leaving behind a legacy, we've got your back as you pursue your dreams, and we'll help protect them. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. See Kurt Gustafson Agency of American Family Insurance on Johnson Avenue Southwest, right across from the Johnson Avenue Hy-Vee for more details.
28-0 Davenport North. A team that's going to go to 2-1 unless something strange happens. And a pretty good chance they'll be heavily favored against Davenport Central next week.
Yes. All 4 of their touchdowns on long pass scores.
53, 92, 77, and 75 for quarterback Neil Brown. Here is the kickoff coming down to the 15-yard line. Pierce to the 20, crossed the 30, tiptoes 35, and got out to the 39.
Number 22, Tyler Pierce on the return.
Well, a couple of
Out across the 30.
glaring Achilles heels, though. This team needs to get a lot more discipline.
Ball spotted at the
You're
And they
referring
need some
to
special
Davenport
teams.
North.
Yes, Davenport North. But this is a team, you get them in the first round of the playoffs, if you're a high 4A, and they're going to scare you.
Every time their quarterback, Neil Brown, goes back to pass, it's going to be scary. You're going to have sweaty palms.
Yep. Because they are one play away from busting anything. On first down, here's the toss. They get it to Tilkus. Or nope, check that. That's Logan Hendricks in there. As he's run out of bounds at the 43-yard line for a gain of 4. As Hendricks going to get some action now in the backfield.
And I don't think that's a bad thing either. I'm not sure Tilkus, at this point in the game, needs to be taking any more abuse.
Marion, the long trip up the Avenue of the Saints.
That's a long way to Mason City next Friday night.
Not as long as it used to be, though.
No, could be worse.
Could be worse. 2nd and 6, 8:41 to play here in the ball game. I formation for the Wolves. And here comes that trap on the counter to the inside to Taylor, and the sophomore's got a first down into North Territory, crosses the 50 down to the 46-yard line on a gain of 11.
Hey, there's the howl. We haven't heard that much tonight.
No, we have not.
that run by Taylor good for a Marion
First down at the Davenport North 46. What a night for the Davenport North passing attack. On first down, they'll hand it to Taylor. Straight ahead, pushing the pile, running behind the center, Jaden Thomas. And going to take it close to the 40-yard line. They'll give him 5 to the 41.
78, Tanner Maroka with a stop.
And second and 5 coming up. Neil Brown with a heck of a night. The QB for North. Second down from the 41. Marion down 28-0. Stearns turns, hands it off. Hendricks. He'll hit the middle and get to the 40-yard line. No, they're going to say he was down at the 41. Holloway on the stop. The non-district game here, John, still counts as far as your RPI is concerned.
But looking ahead for North here, they've got winnable games against Davenport Central. I got to think Clinton might be in there, Burlington, and Davenport West. That's a favorable schedule. Now, of course, they've got Western Dubuque and North Scott in there as well. But
yes, they do. And on third down, handing it off to the second back through Hendricks, and he'll get a yard, but that's it.
And a flag comes in.
Face mask, perhaps. Takes 2 Wolves to get Big 78 up.
It may be another hold that will be declined. No, face mask, you're right.
Face mask against North.
Face mask, Davenport North.
Doesn't quite count as a third down conversion, but still.
No.
That's going to take the ball down to the Wildcat 26. So yet another foray into the North territory tonight for Marion. Sure be nice to come away with something here and get that goose egg off the board.
Sure would. Give a lot of confidence for next week. First down as we come up on halfway here in the game's fourth quarter. 28-0 Davenport North. Man in motion. That's Tyler Pierce. Right back to his right slot position. Stearns will gun it that way and threw it low, incomplete. Tried to get it to Aiden Bailey over the near sideline.
Second down.
Marion in a tough district, as we mentioned. As District 4 in Class 4A with CCA, who lost tonight, Pella, Newton, Grinnell. It's a good group.
Yes, it is. It's a tough district.
2nd and 10 from the 26. Wide side of the field to the left, Stearns to throw. Rolling left, throwing with the left hand, and incomplete. Threw a strike, and Bailey couldn't hold on.
The pass intended for number 5, Aiden Bailey, is incomplete. Third down.
Late in the fourth, Western Dubuque leading Waverly Shell Rock 20-7. My prediction will come true that the Bobcats will get their first win tonight.
Too good of a tradition-rich team to go 0-3, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And they're doing it with a little emphasis tonight.
And you take a look at who they've played as well. Killer schedule.
Yeah, non-district.
3rd down and 10 for Marion at the 26-yard line. Low snap, Stearns dug it out, throws, sideline, knocked away. Good defensive play by Hunter Bennett.
Broken up by Hunter Bennett.
They try to get that out to Logan Hendricks, and it'll be 4th down. And I will say this, and I did not know this until last week, John, but you know why Xavier and Western Dubuque play every year?
There's a reason that they play? I can't imagine.
Because, and Dwayne Schulte will tell you this, and they're going to try a field goal. Logan Tilkus going to try a 43-yard field goal into a little bit of a wind here from the right hash mark to try to get on the board.
Oh,
and North jumped offside.
They're going to help him. That's 5 less. He's got to kick it.
Was it Coach Danner up there? Is
Tom Danner
at Western Dubuque is the only person that will put down to play Xavier in non-district. And Dwayne Schulte and his Xavier St. coaches say they have so much respect for them doing that they will play them every year.
How about that?
So now it's going to be a 38-yard Tilkus try from the right hash mark to get on the board. Good snap, placed down, the kick blocked. Demarius Tate came in to block it.
By Tilkus is blocked by number 24.
He got every bit of that.
So the blocked field goal will give the ball to North at the 20-yard line with 5:54 to go.
Well, I guess you could say it's a positive that I'm not writing down punt as a result of that possession.
Very
First
much.
time tonight. Well,
Very much.
I take that back. That at halftime, and then they went over on downs when they took it all the way down to the Davenport North 5, but failed to get it in. So other than that, it's been a punt fest tonight for the Wolves.
And 0 for 11 on 3rd downs. And they've been a lot of 3rd and longs. First and 10. And the ball is at the 13-yard line with another flag coming in. When the field goal was blocked, that is where it went out of bounds. And it's a hold on Davenport North. 17th penalty. 17. I believe that is a new Nash in the Stash record.
We would have to go back and look. We've had some games that have been very, very flag-filled, but I don't know if we've ever hit 17.
I need a calculator. Oh, we got another penalty.
This is just getting absurd.
False start. There's 18. I'm going to try to do, John, a little adding music, please. ISO 92. We got 107. We got 120, 137, 150, 172 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
And we're running a play. And the ball carrier knew Mikkel McKinney is in there.
McKinney, the ball carrier.
Number 30. He'll take it to the 27-yard line. That's going to be a first down on the gain of 22 for North. For McKinney.
I'm not sure we're done with Flag Fest yet.
He's 5'6", 130. North bringing in some subs here. So we're under 5 to play in the ball game. Trying to salt this one away, up 28-0. And they'll give it to McKinney again. Starts right. Little stop and go. Tried a jump cut. Got to the 30. And it'll bring up second down.
McKinney, the ball carrier, tackled on the play by
So Marion will get ready for Mason City.
Brings up second down.
Coming up next week. The Riverhawks. Mason City playing their old Big 8 rival Marshalltown tonight. Marshalltown trying to go 3-0. And it's been a while since the Bobcats have been 3-0. Brown in the shotgun. He's going to use all of that play clock down to 4. And he'll get the snap and got it to McKinney on the sweep. Going right at the numbers, 30-35, and taken down by Tyler Davis over the far sideline at the 37-yard line.
McKinney, the diminutive one, as they say, at 5'6", 130, $130, but he's got quick feet.
You better have quick feet if you're a running back at 130. Looks bigger than that, though. 3rd and 1 for Davenport North. 4 of 13 on third down tries tonight. As we hit the 10 o'clock hour.
And another flag.
Flag on the play.
This near side line judge is...
He's a stickler.
False start, Davenport North.
He's dogmatic about throwing that, too. There is no doubt when he gets it out of his waist.
That would be 177.
Help. Help, please.
3rd and 6 from the 32-yard line with 3:20 to play. One setback way behind Brown. He'll give it off to McKinney, and he's going to be taken down from behind. Going to lose a yard. Elijah Weber, 6'2", 160-pounder, made the stop, and we got an injured Marion player, unfortunately.
We have an official's timeout.
And flat on his back at the 30-yard line.
Well, we've got another first here, at least from the booth.
Okay.
And that is that there's not many times in a season where we fill up my sheet where possessions go over the available open spots that I have.
And you're hitting that
We're
mark.
getting close tonight.
You're getting close.
Yeah, both teams have had 12 possessions.
I am not there yet, but we're gaining.
You got a little more room yet on
I've
yours.
got 18.
Okay.
18 possession lines. Looks like that the injured Marion player was Brandon Hatfield. And he's walking off under his own power. That's good to see.
Yeah, he's doing fine. Just to give you a little perspective, we had a game last night at Kingston Stadium where one team only had 3 possessions in the first half. Just 3.
Very true. Very, very true. 4th down, and North will punt. Razzo will come out to kick it away. As the line of scrimmage will be the 31. Tyler Pierce will go back. And not exactly sure why the clock's not running. There they go. There we go. And they'll reset the 25-second play clock. And it went to 40. And we're going to sit here for about 25 seconds and watch everybody. And then we're going to have a penalty.
I say again, absurdity.
Oh, let's hope not. 4th down and 7 at the 31. 28-0 Davenport North. All right. Play clock at 5. We're going to kick this ball. High snap. Razzo brought it down, got it away. A wobbler. And we'll take a Marion bounce, and it'll be touched up at the 46. Only going to be about a 15-yard punt. I think Marion's bringing in a new quarterback. And we're going to get a Marion timeout here.
Marion takes over 1st and 10. Timeout, Marion.
Wolves will take timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:14 to play in the ball game with Davenport North heading to victory 28-0. Back after this on CRM Live Sports.
The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building Trades Council represents 18 building trade unions in the corridor. Each union provides skilled workers for construction projects throughout the area. Union workers are highly skilled professionals who are determined to better their communities. The building trades unions are always looking toward the future. Training in registered apprenticeships is available. Visit their website at cricbt.org for more information. The Cedar Rapids, Iowa City Building and Trades Council, committed to getting the job done right the first time.
Well, John's looking up stats, or did somebody send that to you?
Yeah, this is one of our loyal listeners that decided we're going to find out what the most penalties in a prep football game ever was. And in prep ranks anyway, it goes to a team in Florida, a couple of teams in Florida, that recorded 58 penalties. That's right, 5-8.
We're only at 25. Seems like 58. Got a new quarterback, and Caleb Proctor, 5'8", 160-pound sophomore, will hand it off to fellow sophomore Colton Taylor, I beg your pardon.
Number 26, Colton Taylor, the ball carrier.
He got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll pick our play and player of the game at the end of this one for you. As the Wildcats are going to have a happy bus ride back down 380, 280, or maybe they'll go 30 down through Tipton, who knows. Usually they like to stay on the interstates, though. 2nd down and 10. Here is the toss. Hendricks got a block, ran into his own guy, trying to block downfield. Grayson Steffen, another sophomore. And welcome to varsity ball, young man.
And he almost converted a 3rd down there.
Got 7.
Or a 2nd, excuse me.
Yeah, Hendricks.
So now they can pick up their first 3rd down conversion on this play.
Correct. Boy, I hope they do.
Going to have to hurry, though. We're clocking, ticking under a minute.
1 minute to play in the ball game. 3rd down and 3. Play clock still at 9. And they'll toss it to Hendricks. Turns it upfield.
No!
And he fumbled. Still loose. He goes back to the 42-yard line. They'll stop the clock. And I think North's got it, and they do.
First turnover of the night for the Wolves. And he was less than a half a yard from converting that first down.
Somebody just knocked it out of there.
Oh, and we've got the Marion booth beside us here, and there's some thumping going on. They're not happy about that.
There'll be better nights for the Wolves. And it'll take one knee, and this one will be in the books, as it's going to be a Davenport North victory in the very first meeting. Scott Hansen and I talking before the game, the Marion historian. And I said, I know this is going to be the first meeting ever between these two teams. Please say it is.
Let's hope the next one's
better. He says, yes,
better.
it is. Never played Davenport North. Brown will take a knee, and that is going to take us to the end of the ball game. Going to be a 28-0 shutout victory for Davenport North tonight, as handshakes start in the middle of the field at the 40-yard line between the two teams. As North will go to 2-1 on the year, Marion will fall to 1-2. 28-0 win for Davenport North. And we'll come back with the Westridge Care Center post-game show from Marion for you right after this here on CRM Live Sports.
Your search for healthy, fast casual in the downtown is over. Whether it's a quick bite you're looking for or a freshly made smoothie, Stack Wellness Cafe has expanded healthy eating in downtown Cedar Rapids. Business professionals as well as gym goers are singing the praises of our freshly made wraps and breakfast bowls, while the smoothie lover can choose from a variety of nutritious fruit and protein options, including your choice of adding the newest frontline supplements. For a fast, healthy, and convenient downtown option, look no further than Stack Wellness Cafe. Bim Ritter Sportswear in Cedar Rapids is your complete apparel and headwear provider. Bim Ritter is your one-stop store for screen print and embroidery for polos, t-shirts, hats, and more for any age from newborn to adults. Need screen printing or embroidery for your company or a special event? Bim Ritter is the answer, as they work with local teams, clubs, organizations, and businesses from startup to finish to provide the look that you need with exceptional turnaround time. Bim Ritter is also the local apparel supplier for the Cedar Rapids Colonels and Rough Riders. Bim Ritter Sportswear, 817 2nd Avenue Southeast in Cedar Rapids. Call them at 364-3479 and visit them online at bimritter.com. Whether you need long-term care or short-term rehabilitation for your elder, one visit to Westridge Care Center and you'll see what has made them one of the finest nursing care facilities in the area since 1992. At Westridge Care Center, our #1 priority is to make all loved ones in our care safe and healthy. Westridge Care Center implements the Eden philosophy to reflect an environment of living as a habitat for humans instead of a place of frailty and waiting. Call 390-3367 to arrange a tour of their privately owned single-entity facility with private rooms with all the amenities. Westridge Care Center, 3131 F Avenue Northwest, Cedar Rapids, and online at westridgecarecenter.com.
Welcome back to the Westridge Care Center post-game show from Marion Stadium, brought to you by Westridge Care Center. They are a privately owned facility that offers 24-hour community of care, which ensures that each person feels welcome. Call to learn more about their services or to schedule a tour at 390-3367 and at westridgecarecenter.com. 28-0 win for Davenport North in this 4A non-district week number 3 Friday nighter here tonight. Scott Unash, John Hegarty back with you. Sloppy second half, but a lot of fireworks, and they were all for the Davenport North Wildcats tonight. Courtesy of the right arm of Neil Brown, and a lot of it through the receptions of David Joyner.
Yep, that was a deadly hookup combination tonight. And despite all of the undisciplined play, despite all of the penalties, you've got to give credit to Davenport North because they came in here tonight and they got the big play off 4 different occasions, and that was all it took.
That was all it took, and it was a Davenport North team that was very, very balanced throughout their first 2 games. Now, they didn't have Joyner, at least
That's
he
right.
did not have a catch. This turns them into more of a passing team, really, than a running team. We only saw Brown. He ended up with negative yardage tonight carrying the ball only 5 times.
So if you're on the schedule for Davenport North going forward, it's a whole new prep because you've got that big play combination you've got to worry about all the time as a defensive coordinator. I mean, it is scary. That's how good it is. And that should open up all kinds of intermediate passing game. It should open up the running game. So they've got a whole new weapon that people are going to have to prepare for that they did not in the first 2 weeks.
No, they didn't. And speed kills, as they say.
It does. It just kills. And Joyner is one of those receivers who runs like a deer. And he can jump. He can go up and catch the ball at its highest point. But he doesn't always have to because his quarterback, Neil Brown, has got a cannon for an arm. So all he has to do is just to unload that thing and let Joyner run underneath it. And in 3 cases tonight, Joyner had a couple of steps on the nearest defender, and so it was just easy to go and get it. And you know, it's like being Willie Mays out in center field. You just go get the ball because you can. It's that simple.
Yeah, and they did a heck of a job with it. A very explosive offense for Davenport North as they get the victory here tonight, 28-0 over the Marion Wolves. We'll get you the final stat rundown, and we'll do that coming up here on the Westridge Care Center post-game show here tonight. It was 22-0 Davenport North lead, that at halftime. The only scoring for North, a very sloppy second half was their 4th big play touchdown pass, Neil Brown. 3rd one to David Joyner. This one covered 75 yards, and the extra point was no good blocked, and it was 28-0 for the final score. But just a pretty impressive performance by Brown and Joyner and the Davenport North Wildcats in this one here tonight. Let's take a look at our final stats. They're brought to you by Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 125, representing the highly trained plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC technicians of Eastern Iowa. Online at ualocal125.org. Total yards, 505 yards for Davenport North, 133 in the game for the Marion Wolves tonight. For Neil Brown, unofficially, 16-25, 399 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Did have the 2 interceptions in the ball game. David Joyner, 8 catches, 320 yards, and 3 touchdowns tonight to lead Davenport North. Carson Williams out of the backfield, 2 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Taylor caught 3 for 10. McKern caught 1, and Pena caught 2 for 13. On the ground, Pena led North, 10 carries, 46 yards. Williams had 12 carries for 33 yards. McKinney, 4 carries for 30 yards on the night. For Marion, 74 yards in the ground, 59 through the air. For the Wolves, Lucas Stearns, 10 of 23 for 59 yards tonight. No touchdowns, no interceptions. 7 catches for Taylor out of the backfield, but for only 20 yards. Also, Bailey had 2 catches. Daninger had 2. And Tilkus and Davis 1 apiece. On the ground, Marion just couldn't get the running game going. They ended up with 74 yards tonight. Tilkus led the way, 8 carries for 34 yards. Taylor carried it 6 times for 18 yards. Hendricks 4 times for 10. Stearns 4 for 8 yards. First downs, 13 for Davenport North, 6 for Marion. Marion turned it over once. Davenport North turned it over 4 times in the ball game. Penalties, Marion had 6 tonight for 50 yards. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to get this right. 19 penalties for 177 yards for Davenport North tonight.
I don't ever remember us doing a game together in 23 years where that was a stat.
19 for 177. Third down conversions. North was 4 of 14. Marion was 0 for 12 tonight. And time of possession, North had it 24 minutes, 49 seconds. Marion 23 minutes and 11 seconds. So those were the stats tonight after this 28-0 win for Davenport North. We'll take a final break, come back with our play and player of the game set up next week for you when we come back here on CRM Live Sports.
Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring? At Schumacher Carpets and More, it's the little things that count. Family owned since 1987, the professionals at Schumacher have what you're looking for. Whether it is carpet, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, laminate, or wood, their personal service and quality products set Schumacher apart in the flooring industry. Famous for a relaxed and pressure-free shopping experience, let the experts at Schumacher Carpets and More break down your options with just a simple conversation. Call, visit, or request an online quote from their website today. Carpenters Local 308 in Cedar Rapids is a member of the North Central States Regional Council of Carpenters, representing nearly 27,000 members and their families in the upper Midwest. The union is dedicated to protecting and elevating the economic and social conditions of all workers and to provide our industry with the best trained, most productive, and safest workforce available. Carpenters Local 308 is always looking for new workers to join their ranks. Apprenticeship classes and training are available for you to become a skilled worker for your career. More information on Carpenters Local 308 is available at carpenterslocal308.org.
And as the rain starts to fall again here at Marion Stadium, we welcome you back on the Westridge Care Center postgame show as the Marion Wolves fall to Davenport North 28-0. Time to pick our player of the game, brought to you by Schumacher Carpets and More. Thanks to the Miller family for all their help. Looking for the best in commercial and residential flooring at Schumacher Carpets and More. It's the little things that count. Call, visit, or request an online quote at their website, schumachercarpets.com. And I tell you what, we called his name a whole lot. Not the biggest guy in the world, but he made an interception tonight. Colby Belts. He gets my vote for player of the game tonight.
I would agree with that. He was all over the field in a lot of different ways, and 110% in everything he did all the way to the end.
Listed as a safety, but they brought him up to play basically a linebacker spot tonight, and he did it very, very well.
He did. He was very, very physical against the run. Had some nice tackles for a loss in there. Just good job all the way around.
And got that interception as well. So congratulations going out to Colby Belts, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. He is tonight's player of the game, brought to you by Schumacher Carpets and More. The play of the game brought to you by Carpenters Local 308, dedicated to protecting their workers and to provide the best trained workforce available. Apprenticeship classes and training are always available, and you can find out more by going to carpenterslocal308.org. Had a nice visit with Bob Dobeck this week. Told me to tell you hi. And glaring great things to say about you, as always.
Well, it's guys like Bob Dobeck, the ornery dudes, big ornery dudes like Bob was, that made me look pretty good. That's for sure.
Looking through your book earlier this week, beautiful picture of that team that he was on, right front center of the front row for Bob. So he looked good. Looked good then. He still looks good.
He's still a big fella, yeah. And off the field, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
Absolutely, absolutely. They do a great job for us. Hey, take your pick of any of the four big plays. When you go 53, 92, 77, and 75 for your touchdown receptions, those are your plays of the game tonight, and they were all big for Davenport North.
I think that second one, which was the first hookup between Brown and Joyner that went for 92 yards, I think that was the one that just totally put the nail in the coffin early for Marion. They just couldn't seem to come back after that. You know, you can usually weather the storm after one big pass play, but when on the heels of it, the very next possession, you get a second one that goes all the way for 92 yards. I think that was the one that just drove the dagger home real early in this game.
Yeah. So those are plays of the game brought to you by Carpenters Local 308. One final look at the Eagles Hideaway out-of-town scoreboard. First of all, congratulations to the Colonels. They won tonight. They are the Western Division champions, and for the second time in 3 years, they will go to the Midwest League Championship Series.
Dug a little hole for themselves, but climbed out.
So congratulations to them. Hempstead beats Waterloo West 42-32. Cedar Falls looks like they got the win over Dubuque Senior tonight. Hung on. Senior played very, very tough. Solon beat Mount Vernon 35-20 tonight. It is now a final as the Highway 1 again goes to Solon. More often than not. I got a feeling it's not quite as cut and dry with the RPI now. But we'll see as the Spartans get the victory here tonight.
But the revenge factor is now in Mount Vernon's court.
True, very true.
If they would meet up again in November.
They are in double overtime over in Western Iowa. The big one in Sioux City. Sioux City East 42, Heelan 35, and Heelan's going to get it. And their shot at double overtime. Big 8-player top 5 battle goes to Woodbine. They destroy Fremont Mills. I know you were waiting for this one, John. We're big in Tabor. 54-12 as they get the victory tonight. And Western Dubuque beats Waverly Shell Rock 20-17 tonight to get their first victory. And let's see. Most everything is pretty much done tonight. They're just got to find all those scores. Iowa Valley 83-64 over Montezuma. I'll throw that one to you because of your love for 8-player football tonight.
And defense.
Hempstead and that Hempstead win over Waterloo West. Jaden Montgomery for Hempstead, 339 yards and 5 touchdowns rushing tonight.
That'll make Bob Timmerman smile up in the starry heavens.
For the Hempy Hogs tonight. Mid Prairie shut out Sigourney Keota 28-0. The Savage Cobras, I believe, are 0-3.
Yes, they are. Rough start.
And that does not happen very often. So there you go.
Very tradition-rich team.
Bettendorf beat Prairie tonight 14-11. Waukee beat Kennedy 23-15. It's now a final. Xavier got one more, 54-21 over CCA.
Wow.
And big win for the Xavier Saints as they stay undefeated, #1 in Class 4A. Just a one for next week for us here on CRM Live Sports. We will be, what do you say, about 5 miles north of here?
Yes.
Up 10th Street, as it'll be Linn-Mar Stadium, our venue next week. First look at Dwayne Orr and the Linn-Mar Lions as they will host the Kennedy Cougars in one of the big rivalries in town. And both teams in need of a win desperately.
Yeah, pick a sport. Those two schools just seem to tangle and have great tilts on no matter what the venue is.
And it's going to be football this time around. So we'll be at Linn-Mar Friday night. 1-2 Kennedy, 0-3 Linn-Mar. And we'll have that one. I believe it's going to be a single game, so that would be a 6:30 start coming up next week. But just check out our Twitter page, our X page, and at CRM Live Sports, and we will let you know. John, it's been a long night, a fun night. And always enjoy coming to Marion. Thanks to Mike Manderscheid for all the hospitality.
And my guess is that on the bus ride home tonight for Davenport North, they're going to get pulled over for an illegal lane change or something like that. One more flag, please.
But they look good tonight. 28-0 as Davenport North gets the victory here at Marion Stadium over the Marion Wolves. That's going to wrap things up. Big thanks, as we mentioned, to Mike Manderscheid, the AD here at Marion. Thanks to all our great sponsors. Thanks to everybody for tuning in to the broadcast. For John Hegarty, Scott Udash saying so long. And the final score this 4A non-district game tonight. The Davenport North Wildcats 28, the Marion Wolves nothing. You've been listening to a sports presentation of CRMLiveSports.com, and so long from Marion Stadium.